After staying up all night reading novels, I transmigrate into the primordial world. While I sleep, Gavin seeks the Great Dao and cleaves primordial chaos apart. 3,000 primordial demon gods attack him, but Gavin ultimately creates sun and moon. His body becomes the primordial world, ending the ancient age of primordial chaos. Early in the primordial world's history, a horde of ferocious beasts runs rampant. Then the dragon progenitor, primordial phoenix ancestor, and Keelan progenitor rise together. War erupts again, staining the primordial world with blood, while I remain asleep. Through all of this, I sleep on. Without my knowledge, a system quietly awakens and begins examining its host. Host detected sleeping after transmigrating into the primordial world. Binding now begins. The Thousand Dao Slumber System silently binds itself to me, while I remain completely unconscious. After sleeping 1 year, the host automatically reaches the Earth Immortal realm. After 1,000 years, the host reaches Heaven Immortal. After 100,000, True Immortal. After countless years, the host automatically reaches the primordial cosmic Great Dao Sovereign realm. With its work complete, the system prepares one final message before quietly departing. This farewell remains stored until the host awakens and chooses to view it. This system is clocking off now. Goodbye, host. With that, it disappears while I continue sleeping. Elsewhere, a visitor observes, calamity engulfs the primordial world, yet this place remains peaceful. The pure Dao fortune astonishes him. Something extraordinary must be hidden upon this mountain. Unable to ignore that mystery, he decides, let this mountain be investigated thoroughly. As he approaches, an astonishing sight stops him. That is pure Dao fortune. It surges with every breath. Merely watching from afar loosens the shackles upon this cultivation. He trembles before that power. Perhaps only Father God Gavin could stand equal. At the mountain foot, he bows. This junior comes after witnessing senior's magnificence. No offense is intended. Please permit this junior to remain here and comprehend the Dao. Receiving no acknowledgement, he decides, senior disregards this junior, so comprehension comes first. He settles nearby, intending to explain everything properly once the sleeping senior finally awakens. Other cultivators gather and marvel. Senior sleeps peacefully, seemingly beyond this entire world. One observer studies my posture. Senior sleeps with calm freedom. 108,967 hairs reveal insight. Record it. Another counts carefully. 13,333 horn hairs. Senior's lesson is understood. The gathered cultivators restrain themselves. Witnessing senior is already tremendous fortune. Never disturb him. The others accept this warning. That reasoning is sound. Senior's grace benefits everyone here. Gratitude soon inspires a proposal. Why not honor senior as our master? The suggestion wins immediate approval. Excellent. These hundreds of thousands shall become Martin's disciples. They establish ranks. Golden Immortals become registered disciples, while Great Unity, Golden Immortals enter externally. Anyone surpassing the Great Unity, Golden Immortal realm may become Martin's inner disciple. When I finally awaken, the crowd bows. Master, admiration for your magnificence brings everyone into this sacred ground. Please forgive the intrusion. Confused by the gathered strangers, I focus upon one visitor and ask, who are you? The visitor answers carefully, Master, this junior is Adam. Then sudden doubt strikes him. No, Master's discerning eyes surely recognize these origins. He wants an attitude, not merely a name. Adam bows. Master, just call me Adam. Then my first question bursts out, where is this? Adam answers without hesitation, this is the southern region of the primordial world itself. The realization strikes me. The primordial world? Somehow I actually transmigrate into the southern region. Here, golden immortals walk everywhere, and great immortals are as common as dogs. Even touching a little karma may reduce me to ashes. Has anything major happened outside? Adam explains, senior disciples say Ryan, Miles, Isaac and Jared recently lead an army into the Western Territory to confront Trent in battle. The outcome remains unknown. At once, I recognize the Dao demon conflict nearing its climax. Ryan's Age of Saints is about to begin. Yet my own arrival changes nothing. Where is my cheat, my system? A voice answers, your long-awaited system has arrived. Unfortunately, quitting time has arrived. Before leaving, a farewell gift awaits the host. Before departing, the system declares, accept this beginner's gift package. Congratulations, host. You obtain advanced concealment arts plus the formidable mountain ceiling formation. The formation shields heavenly secrets, hides your tracks, and completely prevents worldly karma from touching you. Within it, the host possesses power comparable to a saint. The mountain ceiling formation begins. Activation is underway. With so many people gathered here, trouble is inevitable sooner or later. They must all leave the mountain. You trespassed unwittingly, so I spare you. Leave now, do not disturb my cultivation. The disciples immediately protest, Master, must we descend the mountain now? Outside, Trent is battling several ancestors. Sending us down now means entering that conflict. Once that karma touches us, only death and complete obliteration await. Please show mercy and shelter us here, Master. Please keep us here. Their repeated pleas wear me down. Fine, you may stay. Since you honor me as master, fate must decree it. You become my disciples. Cultivate here until the Dao demon conflict ends. Then, each of you must descend the mountain. Seek your own opportunities afterward. They bow together. As you command, Master. My gaze passes across them. Now introduce yourselves, one by one. The first disciple bows. Greetings, Master. Just call me your disciple, Ayun. Tessa bows next. Call me Tessa, Master. After your long sleep, let me massage your aching shoulders. A grateful sigh escapes me. Excellent, excellent. Another disciple eagerly steps forward. I greet one disciple, another kneels. Master, let me massage your legs. The final disciple offers tea. Please drink, Master. I accept it gladly. Excellent, excellent. Are primordial beings always this enthusiastic? Massages and tea make this feel like royal treatment. They surely mistake me for some reclusive master, yet I am only a lazy nobody. The first disciple offers, Master, this disciple can warm your bed. Revulsion immediately rises. That is disgusting. Go away. I shoo the disciple aside, while my casual wave leaves everyone staring. Boundless power from my casual wave surges through the disciple. He marvels. Such mastery is peerless. 1/10,000th could sweep across the entire primordial world. Master, we are ignorant of the Great Dao. Could you explain a little? Explain the Dao? How should I know? My thoughts scramble desperately for usable material. I recall the supreme wondrous Dao and the cultivation scripture's mind method. Could those texts help them? Never mind. I will lecture casually and bluff. Perhaps they will misunderstand it. Very well. The disciples bow eagerly. Thank you, Master. The Dao creates heaven and earth, harmonizes yin and yang, encompasses all things eternally. A sage never clings to worldly things, yet moves as one with the world. My disciples stare in awe. Master's words become law. This is incredible. The declaration echoes through yin and yang, encompassing everything while the Dao remains eternally unchanged. My casual sermon even stirs the river of time. One thought brings creation. Another thought brings destruction. This is the Great Dao itself, they realize. Is that the intent of creation surrounding Master? Dao realm experts use laws as foundations to evolve worlds. My sermon now spans 1,000 years, with content both vast and immensely complex. Meditate carefully. If doubts remain, raise them now, and I will answer. A disciple finally asks, Master, what realm lies above the Great Luo Golden Immortal? Another disciple nods. Master, this disciple shares the same question. The primordial world is vast, the Dao boundless. Beyond Great Luo lies Hunyuan. Beyond Hunyuan lies the primordial cosmic realm. Understanding dawns across their faces. A disciple bows. Thank you for enlightenment, Master. How does one prove Hunyuan? There are 3 methods for proving Hunyuan. The disciples urge, Master, please explain these 3 methods. The methods begin with proving Dao through force and severing the 3 corpses. The final method is proving Dao through merit. The disciples consider my answer. One asks, Master, do the 3 methods differ in quality? Certainly, force is best. Force means power itself. Comprehend the laws and break free from Derek's restraints. With those restraints shattered, transcend heaven and earth and merge with Hunyuan. This is the superior choice. Corpse severing comes second. Merit proves Dao through a lesser path, unworthy of further mention. No more needs saying. A disciple bows. Thank you for enlightening us, Master. These matters are far beyond you. Focus on the present. Never reach too high. A disciple steps forward. Master, this disciple chooses Sword Dao. How should it be cultivated? I consider the question. Draw your sword. Draw the sword. At my confirmation, the disciple waits for the method. I instruct, draw the sword 1 billion times to master the heaven-slashing sword draw. The disciple asks, is that sword Dao's highest realm? Sword Dao's highest realm should be opening heaven itself with a single sword strike. The disciple exclaims, opening heaven with one sword, how domineering. I temper that excitement. 1,000-mile journey begins beneath your feet. First master the heaven-slashing sword draw. The disciple accepts, yes. Adam, this is casual advice. Do not blame me if it fails. That subject goes no further. Elsewhere, one declares, we are both reincarnated, chaos, demon gods, let us unite. No one continues. Return the primordial world to chaos, then create a new world. His opponent refuses. Nolan, you plan to monopolize the primordial world's Dao fruit left by its creator. Joining hands with you is no different from bargaining with a tiger for its skin. The answer is brief, then please proceed. The challenge follows. Nolan, do you truly believe the immortal slaying sword formation is invincible beneath heaven? His answer becomes a challenge. Could you possibly possess a method to break it? The challenger turns his next request toward 3 fellow Taoists. Fellow Taoists, reveal yourselves and help break this formation. All 4 fellow Taoists are invited to die. All 4 fellow Taoists now face death, and a disciple turns toward me, addressing me as Master. The disciple poses the central question. Master, in the war between Dao and demons, does Nolan ultimately win, or do the 4 ancestors prevail? My answer is blunt. Ryan alone wins. The shocked question follows, how is that possible? Nolan cannot defeat the four ancestors, and his lifelong scheme collapses completely before him. Nolan's plans shatter, so he chooses self-destruction, engulfing all four ancestors in the final blast. What becomes of them? Miles survives badly wounded and retreats into primordial chaos. Isaac and Jared are killed by the explosion. Only Ryan emerges completely untouched. The impossible outcome draws a stunned cry from the disciples. What? How can this happen, Master? A disciple wonders. After Nolan dies, will killing tribulations return to the primordial world? I explain. Birth, death, creation, and destruction govern everything throughout the universe. To erase accumulated karma, heaven and earth unleash one vast, devastating tribulation. Anyone unfortunate enough to be swept inside faces consequences entirely beyond imagination. A disciple grasps the implication. Beyond the Dragon Han and Dao demon conflicts, will new tribulations appear? Correct. The primordial world still faces several tribulations. Lesser ones bring turmoil, while greater ones may shatter the entire primordial world. One disciple presses, Master, you understand past and future. Please reveal one heavenly secret. Since this place blocks heavenly secrets, I decide to reveal a little. It may keep them from provoking forbidden powers while walking the primordial world. During the investiture tribulation, all saints personally descend and enter the calamity. The Taoist tradition's fortune declines and heaven thereafter ordains the Western region's ascendancy. The Western region flourishes, ushering in journey to the West. A disciple repeats, Master says founding the Jia sect leads to sainthood. Afterward comes separation from two elder brothers and bitter enmity during investiture. A Wu disciple confronts another fate. 11 elder brothers die in battle. The same fate grows darker. Then comes transformation into reincarnation, with no return to the world. A single cushion sparks the feud. Victor and two Western Taoists commit the killing. Another protests, how can heavenly marriage with Marcus end with bearing 10 sons? This life desires only to serve you, Master, never to lead the primordial world's female immortals. Serving you is life's greatest wish. I finally ask, these are the primordial world's great events. Do all of you remember them? The disciples absorb every warning, then answer together, we remember them all without hesitation. The Dao demon conflict is over. Peace returns and heavenly secrets gradually become clear. Now you should descend the mountain and seek the opportunities awaiting each of you. Master, forget every opportunity. Staying forever beside you is all that truly matters. One disciple pleads, Master, these hands can keep massaging your legs. Another eagerly leans forward. And these hands can brew your tea for a lifetime. Another disciple refuses to leave. Merciful Master, please allow all of us to remain here. Their last appeal follows. Master, please reconsider before sending everyone away. No gathering of immortals lasts forever. The coming tribulations are brutally dangerous. Cultivate diligently and act discreetly. After descending, never mention anything that happened here. Most importantly, never expose my existence. They bow at once, we obey your teachings, Master. They vow solemnly, we obey. While roaming the primordial world, none will ever disgrace Master's reputation. Their farewell is solemn, we remember Master's immense kindness forever. I give them one final promise, we will meet again. Now descend the mountain. The departing disciples bow deeply. Take care, Martin. Their farewell hangs over the silent peak. Adam makes his vow. Walking the primordial world, this disciple will never disgrace Martin's name. Below the mountain, one disciple asks another, where will you go, Kunlun, to cultivate swordsmanship? Another reveals a plan. Martin loves herbs. Persuading the ginseng tree's owner to offer it may earn service beside him. The disciple hopes to help prepare Martin's medicine, then turns to the others. Where will everyone go? One chooses seclusion. Within the immortal realm, Martin's law of time awaits comprehension. His image must exist along the river of time. A fellow disciple accepts Tessa's conviction. Senior sister Tessa speaks truly. Martin can be found there. The lunar goddess chooses differently. The lunar realm is home. Righteous Dao matters less than awaiting Martin's return. Another disciple declares, within reincarnation, Martin's true name will be recited until he hears this longing. Martin will surely hear her yearning. Attention turns elsewhere. Celia, what path will you take? Celia has already decided. First, back to Mount Buzhou. She intends to visit her disappointing elder brother, then roam the primordial world seeking Martin's trail. With every path chosen, the disciples face one another and part. Fellow disciples, this is farewell. At Kunlun, Adam finally returns after countless years. His waiting brothers rush forward. Third brother, you finally came back. One brother cannot resist teasing him. Third brother, we thought someone had turned you into a scroll. Adam accepts their concern. This absence lasts hundreds of millions of years because an apprenticeship passes unnoticed. The brothers seize upon that revelation. An apprenticeship? Third brother, under whose master do you cultivate? Their question gives Adam pause as he looks upon his two closest elder brothers. To Adam, concealing Martin's title from family seems unnecessary. This disciple inherits Martin's teachings. Neither brother recognizes that title. Martin, that name is unknown. Could third brother have been deceived? Then they notice something worse. Where is your cultivation? Third brother, how has all your power vanished? Adam calmly explains, sword cultivators temper only themselves. With human and sword united, magical power becomes unnecessary. His brothers are appalled. Third brother, this is reckless. Cultivating only yourself cannot reveal heaven and earth. They challenge his path. Without comprehending heaven and earth, how can their power become your own? Adam rejects the concern. Boundless sword energy is enough, and it greatly benefits attaining the Dao. He stakes his entire future path toward the Dao upon that claim. The brothers reach a grim conclusion. Third brother, you were deceived. Yet Adam trusts Martin's unfathomable cultivation. He refuses their suspicion. Martin's cultivation cannot be measured. Why would such a master deceive a disciple? Elder brothers practice swordsmanship together. Both brothers recoil with repeated refusals. Finding them unwilling, Adam decides to practice his swordsmanship alone. Watching him leave, one brother worries. His power is completely gone. Felix, what can be done now? One brother decides, we will watch Adam practice and learn what is happening. At the training ground, the disciple counts 900,000,009. He counts 1 quadrillion, 999 trillion, 999 billion, 900 million. He counts 99,999,999. The brothers judge him obsessed. Exposure shames the three pure ones, but our late Daluo strength protects him. They leave Adam. On repetition 11 he cries, Martin, the technique is mastered. One brother erupts. You've mastered nothing. You've disgraced the three pure ones. Today, behold the true Dao. Adam detects the disturbance and draws his sword. Who dares cause chaos on Kunlun? Heaven-slashing, sword-drawing art. The lethal strike descends, and a terrified disciple cries, that will kill us, Felix. Second brother, stop. Adam recognizes his brothers and cries, why is it you two? Are you hurt? They assure him, we're fine. Felix hastily offers an excuse. Adam, the sow back home is giving birth, so this elder brother must leave first. Kevin immediately follows him. Wait, this brother also wants to see the sow. After billions of years cultivating, the brothers possess only scraps of Martin's teachings. The humiliating gap leaves them deeply ashamed of their cultivation. Elsewhere, Celia's elder brother notices she returns completely different from before. This time, he resolves to investigate his little sister and uncover the truth. Alone, Celia yearns for Martin. When can we meet again? There is nothing else desired. Her wish remains simple. May this disciple always remain beside Martin. Her elder brother realizes the startling truth. His little sister has taken a master, and her feelings for Martin already run extraordinarily deep. He presses Celia, little sister, just who is this Martin you speak of? She answers without hesitation. Martin is the world's most perfect existence, majestic and peerless. Her brother demands his whereabouts. Celia explains, Martin now lives secluded in the primordial world. Suspicion grips him. Little sister, have you met a fraud? He must be a fraud. Celia's expression hardens. Disrespect Martin again, elder brother, and there will be consequences. Still convinced, her brother repeats, he must be a fraud. Then he orders, Celia, stop. Her overwhelming strength crushes his resistance. Will you disrespect Martin again? Never again. Celia forces the crucial verdict. Is Martin the world's most perfect existence? Her brother concedes, yes, yes, absolutely. Satisfied, she praises him. Elder brother truly has sharp eyes and exceptional comprehension. Martin's teaching proves correct once more. When persuasion fails, one beating settles everything. At the highest heavenly realm, a proclamation resounds. Reclining above the ninth heaven, Ryan expounds the true Dao. The cosmic verse continues, declaring Ryan the supreme teacher beyond heaven and earth. Ryan has attained sainthood and will preach inside his palace beyond the primordial world. The summons spreads everywhere. All with destiny may come and hear the Dao. Across creation, cultivators marvel at the world's first saint. Ryan's compassion is boundless. This distant journey is worthwhile. One cultivator calls to Kevin, let us go and hear Ryan preach the Dao. Kevin agrees. A saint's sermon is an immense opportunity, certainly greater than Adam's master's teaching. His elder brother recalls Martin's sword. Kevin, do not brood over that last strike. He urges him onward. Comprehend Ryan's sermon carefully, and surpassing Adam will only be a matter of time. Kevin accepts the encouragement. Felix speaks wisely. Ryan is the first saint between heaven and earth. They expect their fellow disciples will also travel to hear Ryan's historic sermon. Their long separation since Taishuan Mountain offers another hope. Perhaps those disciples have discovered news of Martin. Elsewhere, a disciple searches the endless river of time, yet finds no trace of Martin. The failure raises a troubling question. Has the disciple's law of time still not reached perfection? A new decision forms, attend Ryan's sermon and search there for an opportunity to break through. The disciple also plans to question the junior sisters, hoping they possess some news of Martin. Elsewhere, an injured newcomer judges this refuge, free from constant conflict and brutal tribulations. This truly counts as a good place, he decides. Though the younger generation all seem weak, he can only hope those vulnerable juniors pass their coming tribulations safely and peacefully. Back at my secluded home, I decide, for now I should inspect the garden of immortal herbs. With every disciple down the mountain, nobody tends these plants, so I must. These flowers and herbs date from creation and absorb heaven and earth's essence. If they survive into the modern world, they will surely become absolutely invincible. Still, they look undernourished, so I decide, let me add some fertilizer for you. Though unconventional, the liquid fertilizer reaches their roots. One plant protests, though this plant isn't human, you're truly vile, these liquids are filthy. This is still a top-grade innate spiritual root. How can it absorb filth? Wait, why are the roots absorbing it? Evolution? The plant suddenly changes its tune completely. So fragrant, what is happening right now? Another spiritual plant fights for the nourishment, provoking a frantic cry. Stop stealing my nourishment, stop stealing it. That wicked old man Ryan has already become a saint, and trouble follows. The witch demon and investiture calamities pass, while Journey West brings only 81 trials in total. I can stay hidden. I only hope these calamities do not drag me in. Something nearby catches my attention. What is that? Is that Luke? He carries 1/4 of Henry's origin, yet eavesdropping on Ryan's sermon leads him to an extremely miserable end in the future. This is my territory, protected by a mountain ceiling formation. Wounded, he cannot threaten me. I confront him. Luke, why enter my sanctuary and why are you wounded? Luke freezes. Damn, how can such a perfect being exist in this world? The perfect existence before him leaves Luke utterly stunned. He pleads, Senior, forgive Junior. Chaos overwhelms his journey to Ryan's lecture, and casts him wounded here. The badly injured Luke now stands inside my sanctuary, awaiting my judgment. I see his purpose. You plan to eavesdrop on Ryan's sermon with that talent. Senior sees everything. While falling through chaos, this Junior truly plans that. Piercing insight. His admission leaves no doubt about the intended eavesdropping scheme. Luke truly means to eavesdrop after all. What a foolish monkey he is. Luke, leave the mountain. Eavesdrop on Ryan elsewhere, never here. His calculation would kill me. My mountain must remain entirely outside his reckless attempt. Even the slightest connection to Ryan's reckoning means certain death for me. Luke begs, Senior, chaos wounds this rootless wanderer. Grant shelter, any service is yours. He desperately seeks a place under my protection. This foolish monkey offers anything in return. Does he already think I am a reclusive master? Why else ask to become my disciple immediately after our first meeting? Perhaps my exceptional handsomeness explains everything here. Senior, this Junior can swear to Derek to serve forever as your attendant. Never. I stop him before the oath finishes. What a foolish monkey. Derek is the least reliable being in the primordial world. Swearing only invites exploitation. I check one last concern before deciding. Do you currently carry any karmic entanglement? Senior, this Junior overhears the trio planning to breed a sow. Does that count? He truly is Luke, the six-eared macaque, hearing secrets that nobody else should ever hear. Could this monkey be someone reborn? His 1/4 share of Henry's origin is respectable. With hundreds of thousands of disciples dismissed, perhaps one monkey remaining beside me is good company. Keeping him here is fine, provided he never eavesdrops on Ryan's sermon. I warn him, never eavesdrop on Ryan's sermon or disaster will follow, understand? Luke bows. Senior, please provide guidance. I ask, why does Ryan lecture in chaos? His answer comes quickly. To select the strongest cultivators in the primordial world. Correct. Can the weak who cannot reach it count as destined listeners? No. I press him. Then, what happens when Ryan discovers you eavesdropping from the primordial world? Luke realizes the danger. Senior sees through a monkey's heart and karma. There is no escape. He vows, any danger, this disciple serves without refusal. My question follows. Still eavesdropping? Never again. My command follows. Enter my sect, clear desire, never descend recklessly or incur karma. My warning ends with one final question. Do you understand? He nods repeatedly. Understood? My order follows. Swear it before the Great Dao. Luke swears, before the Great Dao, this disciple follows Senior forever. Should this heart harbor betrayal, may the Great Dao destroy Luke. This disciple remembers Senior's shelter forever, even as a ghost. Forget ghosts, once healed, tend those flowers, woods, and grasses. Luke bows. Yes, Senior. Watching my cultivation, Luke marvels, this nourishes the whole world, not merely cultivation. Staying beside such a reclusive master is fortune from 3 entire lifetimes. Yet I see no progress. Is this breathing technique the problem? Luke, I have recently been studying a breathing technique. Will you test its effects? Letting this foolish monkey try should reveal whether the breathing technique fails or the real problem lies with me. Luke kneels eagerly. Serving master is this disciple's greatest pleasure. This energy could burst Luke's wounded body, healed. 1 cycle is his limit. This technique utterly defies heaven. Luke drops to his knees. Merciful master, thank you for this law. This is the grace of rebirth. It's ordinary breathing. 1,000 years bring no results, so I suspect it's fake. The disciple remains stunned. Martin, you call this a mere breathing technique? It can practically swallow heaven and earth. At its peak, it can even devour energy from primordial chaos itself. This is a supreme Great Dao art, rivaling Gavin's 9 revolutions art. Then what should it be called? His answer is immediate. Whatever master desires. Nathan regards even Great Dao techniques as insignificant before my heaven-reaching cultivation. Luke, how effective is this breathing technique when you cultivate it? One step to heaven. At my disbelief, Luke insists, truly, something feels wrong. Why does my practice have no effect at all? Could I be incapable? I am formidable. How could that possibly be true? The system that binds itself to me and clocks out must be responsible. Elsewhere, one cultivator points ahead. Elder brother, the palace stands before us. Even the gatekeeping attendant possesses such terrifying strength. How terrifying must Ryan himself be? Surely thousands of times stronger than Martin, the Taoist beside Adam. Once Ryan supports us, we will surpass you, third brother. His companion turns toward his elder brother. One elder insists, as the senior primordial trio, these 6 cushions belong with us. Kevin approves at once. Second brother's reasoning is excellent, you too? Adam urgently objects, brothers, you cannot take these cushions. Martin once explained their true purpose. They are destined seats of sainthood, gained through merit beneath Derek's primordial authority. Their occupants become controlled pawns, unable even to govern their own lives and deaths. His brother counters, sages rest above the highest heaven, these cushions offer the greatest opportunity. As Gavin's senior primordial heirs, we share destiny with them. Why refuse? Adam persists. Brothers, Ryan's 6 sermon cushions certainly represent opportunity, but fortune and disaster coexist. Have either of you considered what calamity might hide behind such tremendous fortune? The elders remain unmoved. We pursue the Great Dao wholeheartedly. Fortune and calamity follow its course. How could we control that cycle? Cultivators must seize fortune and withstand disaster. Refusing available fortune would only make us inferior. Brothers, this discussion ends here. They silence Adam completely. Third brother, mention these cushions no more. Nathan then arrives. Nathan greets his senior brother, Celia, and Ethan, recalling what he witnessed that day. A sword beam split the heavens above that mountain. Senior brother must have mastered heaven-splitting sword draw. Congratulations. But have you received any news about Martin during this time? The answer carries hope. Many fellow disciples will attend Ryan's sermon, bringing news of Martin. 2 more cultivators approach with courteous greetings. Then one turns his attention toward Ethan. Ethan, what happened to you? He answers. Nothing serious. That mountain's forbidden ground caught me accidentally. Recovery takes 2 days. The other cultivator nods. Ethan clearly possesses immense fortune too. Come sit beside me. Ethan accepts the reminder, then calculates carefully before making his decision. The result surprises him. This cushion rejects me, yet matches Celia perfectly. He turns toward her. Celia, this cushion belongs to you, let me hold it first. Celia excuses herself. Senior brother, permit me to enlighten your brother about this cushion's disastrous nature. Someone blinks. Enlighten him? Celia confirms. Yes, physical enlightenment. The puzzled cultivator wonders, what does physical enlightenment mean? After the demonstration, Celia demands, will you still claim this cushion? He trembles. No, absolutely not. The onlookers recoil from Celia's astonishing violence, grateful that Adam never behaves this way. Another disciple notices the remaining brothers seated there. Should Celia physically enlighten those 2 as well? Adam refuses. Kevin is too sensitive. A public beating by their junior sister would humiliate him. Worse, that humiliation might immediately split the brothers apart, so Adam abandons the idea. Another familiar disciple suddenly appears. Senior brother, long time no see. Your speed nearly matches mine. The newcomer eagerly boasts, Senior brother, this incredible roast chicken recipe tastes absolutely wonderful. After cleaning the chicken, tie it onto the roasting rack until fragrant oil starts flowing. Then scatter flame-retarding powder over it. My enormous stomach can swallow 2 chickens at once. The recipe echoes ominously. Bind it to the rack, roast until fragrant, then add primordial powder. A northern cultivator grows alarmed. Have so many mighty figures emerged while my northern seclusion continues? He turns toward Felix. Eldest brother, why are there so many golden immortals here? More than 100 stand at the late stage, and none seem weaker than them. Where did they all emerge from? They appear remarkably familiar with Adam as well. They even call Adam senior brother. Are they all Martin's disciples? There are fully 1,000 golden immortals. Without Ryan, their strength could overturn the primordial world. One disciple asks, any news? The senior disciple answers, none. The river of time reveals no trace of him. She continues, but once true attainment comes, his trail will no longer remain hidden. By roaming through time from beginning to end, his figure can be found again. Another disciple proposes, senior peers, there is a plan that may locate his trail. When someone breaks through, use this world's response to carry our longing toward him. Once he senses that longing, he will surely answer us. The others approve. Excellent. A breakthrough's heavenly phenomenon reaches everywhere, so he is certain to see it. They agree, whoever advances must remember to convey everyone's longing for him. The attendant calls across the gathering, Ryan has arrived. Everyone, please be silent. He realizes these powerful factions are far beyond the 2 attendants' ability to control. The other attendant marvels at the beautiful women, whose bearing is elegant and dignified. Their cultivation is unfathomable. What kind of master draws so many disciples searching everywhere? The thought leaves the attendant deeply curious. A commanding voice finally thunders, "All of you, silence." Ryan surveys the hall. 3,000 seekers, not bad, not bad. Even this turnout exceeds his expectations, yet something among the 5 cushions looks wrong. 3 cushions remain empty. Ryan wonders, what exactly are these people doing? After 666 days, the seating still is not settled. The attendant loses patience. Do you truly think this gathering is for sightseeing? Caleb intervenes. All things depend upon affinity, and everyone here possesses great fortune. He gestures toward the cushions. Please set your minds at ease and sit down. 2 Western disciples arrive late and panic. The cushions are already occupied. What can be done? They blame the primordial chaos for hounding them relentlessly. One urges, think quickly, senior brother. The senior disciple whispers, there is a plan, follow the signal and play along. We must weep together, with every word and feeling convincing. Then their performance begins. One wails, our western region is miserable. We nearly perish crossing the primordial chaos. Now, not even 1 seat remains. Heaven means to destroy western beings. Ryan, grant justice. I recognize the 2 shameless western scoundrels and wonder how they also get here. Their skin is so thick that even I have no way to handle them. Caleb offers his cushion. Fellow cultivators, this seat shares affinity with the western region. I know these cushions are Derek and Ryan's trap. Those thick-skinned fools may sit there and endure its tempering, it makes no difference. The Western disciples bow. Many thanks, Caleb, he answers. It is hardly worth mentioning. The Western beings thank your righteousness. Somehow, those bald scoundrels actually secure sermon seats. The trio of senior primordial cultivators seems dependable, but the bird cultivator's foundation is lacking. The disaster comes entirely from that shameless Western disciple and his equally brazen companion. Ryan finds their behavior impossible to describe. His careful calculations are now completely disrupted. His original plan is to deliver 3 sermons, establish Ryan's sacred image, and win hearts. Then he guides the great undertaking, gathering Derek's heavenly merit before merging with him. By embodying heaven's will, Ryan becomes Derek's spokesman, then claims the Dao fruit and Great Dao. Elsewhere, Ryan reels. Where did these hundreds of thousands of variables come from? Amid these countless variables, the Dao ancestor proclaims to living beings, this is Ryan, now a saint, ready to preach the Dao. His declaration continues, 3 sermons shall enlighten all living beings throughout the primordial world. Each sermon lasts 3,000 years. You must all listen diligently without slacking. Ryan reveals the subject of this sermon. Today, you hear the path of the great Luo Golden Immortal. The listeners offer thanks. Dao births 1, 1 births 2, 2 birth 3, and 3 birth all things. All things carry yin and embrace yang, blending their vital energies into harmony. People despise being orphaned, widowed, unworthy, yet kings and lords use these as titles. Some are diminished and thereby gain, others are increased and thereby lose. As the paradox settles over the listeners, Ryan privately concludes that his long performance has finally secured the imposing public image of a saint. His satisfaction suddenly vanishes when he detects an insolent monkey outside the palace doors. Ryan seizes on the offense. What an insolent monkey! You dare eavesdrop on this sermon without reaching the palace. Today your punishment will establish the saint's authority before everyone. These 2 arise together but bear different names. Outside, Luke hears every word clearly. Luke recognizes it immediately. That voice matches Ryan's sainthood proclamation. This is truly bad. Luke protests at once from outside the palace. Ryan is preaching. What an injustice. No eavesdropping happened. The sound ran straight into these ears by itself. Nobody can even sleep here. Luke's complaint hangs outside the palace. Inside, Ryan suddenly vanishes before the assembled listeners, cutting the sermon short and leaving the hall staring at the empty place where the saint stood. No one can explain how the sermon for 3,000 years loses its preacher. Outside, someone cries, where is the Dao ancestor? 209 years pass. Outside, someone recalls Ryan being worshipped 19 years ago, then suddenly vanishing. Does preaching make a saint lose himself? Another listener identifies the cause. This is backlash from the Great Dao. Elsewhere, Ryan protests, how can this be backlash? Only one divine technique was tested. Punishing the eavesdropping Luke somehow triggers the Great Dao's backlash, and now Luke's trace is gone. Not even divination reveals the slightest trace of Luke. What exactly is happening? Derek. Ryan summons Derek into view. The heavenly Dao appears. What is the matter? What explains these countless variables and Luke? Derek offer an opinion instead of silence. These waters run deep. Anyone unable to handle them can simply be replaced. Under threat, Ryan insists, these waters are manageable. Derek approves. Good, return and act accordingly. Once Derek leaves, Ryan relaxes. That finally fools him. Deep waters? Who is he trying to fool? Then the saint reappears before the waiting assembly again. The saint returns, and the assembly falls silent beneath his command. Everyone, remain quiet. Teaching that stubborn chaos stone was worthwhile. This sermon has reached 3,000 years. 10,000 years from now, the second sermon begins. Return and cultivate for primordial prosperity. Doubt surfaces, only 2,999 years pass, not 3,000. Outside the palace, someone snaps. Why quibble over 999 years versus 3,000? It seems the saint's authority must be established again. Ryan considers this. The primordial world now flourishes with countless living beings. Ryan reaches a decision. A leader is therefore appointed over the community of primordial immortals, governing them on the saint's behalf and preserving order throughout the flourishing primordial world itself. He stands at the Great Luo Peak, born from the first primordial yang energy. His path of pure yang makes Dave suitable. Then Ryan notices Tessa is absent. Tessa has already left. With no alternative, Ryan decides, then Dave shall govern the immortals. Called forward, Dave steps ahead. Your disciple is here. The primordial world's fortune gathers. The decree continues. Dave possesses outstanding talent, unmatched throughout all of Zixiao Palace. Before the court, the decree appoints Tyler supreme leader of all primordial immortals. At that moment, the ruler presents the dragon-headed cane. Use it to command every immortal. Now withdraw. The primordial world must flourish while all of you pursue the Great Dao. The Dao ancestor concludes, 3,000 years are complete. Return in 10,000 years for the second sermon. Outside, the appointed leader declares, by decree, this one leads all primordial immortals. On eastern Mount Penglai, the immortal court shall now be established. All are invited to join, uphold the primordial world, and honor the Dao ancestors' trust. Before Tyler, Taoist Niu steps forward. The immortal court has this willing recruit. Another cultivator immediately joins him. Reserve a place for this old Taoist as well. Caleb considers the scene. Martin foretells Tyler's tragic ending. Today proves it deserved. A companion turns toward him, puzzled. Caleb, who exactly is this mysterious teacher of yours? A reclusive master with countless mighty disciples across the primordial world. Come along. Caleb leads Kevin away. Return to your residence. The details can wait until then. Kevin suddenly senses something. An opportunity within the primordial world calls to us. His brother feels it too. Then hurry before someone else claims it. Elsewhere, Tyler detects the same change. An opportunity appears at Mount Buzhou. He immediately orders, follow at once. His companion accepts. Understood, senior brother. Other cultivators notice the rush. Why are the three Pure Ones and Golden Crow brothers so anxious? Something is strange. Greed draws them after the group. Let us follow. There may be some benefit to seize. A companion agrees. Excellent. A hidden schemer settles on another plan. Let them tear each other apart first, then one strike can flatten every survivor. At Mount Buzhou, the prize appears, an innate gourd vine among the primordial world's 10 greatest spiritual roots. The precious vine stands before every contender. The Golden Crow brothers claim it first. This treasure is destined for us, and this is our immortal ground. The three Pure Ones refuse. If it is not ours, whose is it? Their rivals harden. Battle decides ownership. A mediator intervenes. Cultivation is difficult, fellow Taoists. We all heard the sermon at Zixiao Palace. Why wound fellowship? Grant the three Pure Ones this favor, and generous thanks will follow. At the gathering, someone mocks, favor them? What an empty-handed treasure scheme. The three Pure Ones are famously virtuous and respected. Today's meeting reveals otherwise. The dispute hardens. Then ability decides ownership. A Western cultivator interjects, this treasure belongs with the Western region. If compassion remains, yield it to us. The Western region's beings offer their thanks in advance. A latecomer quietly rejoices. This journey was worthwhile. What an extraordinary treasure. Every innate spiritual root draws primordial fortune. This gourd vine will restore the Western region's destiny. Someone scoffs at that claim. Destined for the Western region? You look like you are itching for a beating. As tempers rise, someone restrains Tyler. Do not rush. Let them fight first. A junior looks toward his senior brother. What now? The answer remains unchanged. Let them fight first. Someone turns to Felix. Do we attack? His decision is identical. Let them fight first. After an entire month of waiting, someone snaps. Are you ever going to fight? Fellow Taoist, why are you here too? The unexpected arrival remains composed. Is that strange? This one's dojo stands within Mount Buzhou. Every movement here is visible. The newcomer ends the argument. Enough. Stop fighting. This innate gourd vine is hereby claimed. A rival immediately objects. Celia, is your appetite not far too large? Celia refuses to yield. The Chaos Bell does not agree with you. Her challenger remains unimpressed. The Chaos Bell, one of 3 supreme innate treasures, gives you such confidence? Unfortunately, 49 layers require refinement, and you have mastered only 19. Celia stammers, how could you know? The answer is simple. Martin revealed it. The Chaos Bell contains suppressive laws, capable of imprisoning time and suppressing space. At the mountain, primordial chaos makes Tyler invincible, though he only smashes enemies with it. Tyler refuses to accept the insult. Refining 19 layers already reaches the absolute limit. How dare you look down on that achievement? The ferocious strike finally descends, threatening to shake the entire mountain. Nobody underestimates Tyler's primordial chaos. Only the Dao ancestor withstands it unharmed. The warning turns toward Celia. Celia, your recklessness carries a price today. Yet primordial chaos is Tyler's bonded treasure. How can Celia control it? She forcibly severs Tyler's connection to primordial chaos, even if only temporarily. Celia's strength now exceeds all estimation. She can dominate the primordial world. Tyler stares as Celia severs his connection to primordial chaos completely. His own treasure nearly crushes Tyler to death, an unbelievable reversal. He immediately pleads, Celia, today's offense is ours, please show mercy. Celia relents. Fine. Since you beg for mercy, you two are spared today. The innate gourd vine belongs to Celia alone. Does anyone object? A visitor bargains, Celia, we come far, can each receive one small gourd? Another insists, witnesses deserve shares. We want one gourd, fighting only harms harmony. Celia rejects them. Witnesses deserve shares, Martin never teaches such a rule. The Queen Mother has peaches, Wendy has laurels, and Caleb eyes ginseng fruit. Celia refuses to meet Martin someday with both hands empty. Martin will surely like this innate primordial gourd vine. A visitor asks, how does this concern Martin? A realization strikes. Adam and Celia address each other as fellow disciples. So Celia also studies under Martin, leaving room to negotiate over the vine. A visitor probes, Celia, is your teacher truly Martin? Celia immediately asks, you have news of Martin? The visitors explain, we hear Nathan often praise Martin, whom we deeply admire. They request, could some of the innate gourd vine be shared with us? Celia concedes, fine. Later, you two may each take one leaf. The visitors recoil. One leaf? We invoke Nathan's friendship for a single leaf? Is that how Celia dismisses beggars? Celia, do you think we are so easy to bully? Their challenge is direct. Can you defeat both senior brothers together? Celia answers with one question. So you two object, correct? One onlooker feels fortunate. Acting rashly means lying wounded and wailing now. The innate gourd vine is Celia's alone now. Who agrees and who opposes? A challenger yields. Celia, the vine is fated to you. We withdraw now. The defeated group abandons its claim and prepares to leave immediately. Another hurriedly adds, Celia, this one also takes leave first. Celia stops them. Who lets you leave? A bird protests, do not push a bird too far. What else do you demand, Celia? Her answer follows. You must share Celia's joy in claiming the vine alone. Tyler. The victims can only invoke Martin's name, Martin. The victim cries, Martin, what do you teach Celia? You raise a demoness. A desperate appeal follows, who will come? At that same moment, someone pleads, someone must rein in this demoness. You have completely defeated us. Only her teacher, Martin, can possibly keep Celia under control. Celia considers the innate gourd vine. Martin will surely like this. Then these hands won't be empty when we meet. Elsewhere, a monkey disciple studies the plants. This shouldn't be happening. By calculation, this should require at least 100,000 years. Only then can this bellflower become a middle-grade acquired spiritual root. Luke keeps thinking. I ask, what are you thinking? The disciple replies, Teacher, you're here. These spiritual roots are growing incredibly fast. I say, isn't fast growth good? Luke frowns. Their speed is unnatural. I nod. Our cultivation plan works. Good. I ask, how unnatural? Luke explains, bellflowers should evolve after 100,000 years. Luke explains, they need only 3,000 years, saving 900,070,000. The whole patch matches. I ask, how do you tend them? Exactly as you instruct, teacher. Nothing receives the slightest neglect. Could some treasure lie underground? Finding nothing beneath the soil, I wave the matter aside. Forget it. Faster growth only benefits me anyway. Soon, another daily watering time arrives. As my daily relief begins, a startling possibility suddenly occurs to Luke. He watches the plants closely. Are these spiritual roots advancing because of teacher's daily essence? They merely smell it and advance. The problem is teacher's Dao essence. Luke's eyes brighten. The cause of their abnormal growth is clear now. Surprised by his speed, I wonder whether this is still the same foolish monkey. Go on, Luke, explain it. Luke points toward the soil. The source is your daily watering essence. Astonishment catches me. My essence? Yes, teacher. Just now, these roots openly compete to absorb every drop of that essence. I ask, truly? The disciple insists, absolutely. Teacher is a peerless master. Only teacher's essence can make spiritual roots grow so rapidly. Luke even flatters now. His flattery catches me off guard. If only I truly were a peerless master. Yet perhaps my daily essence truly drives these spiritual roots' explosive growth. My humble daily relief is actually the cause of everything before me. The realization finally strikes. This is my golden finger. Elsewhere, the Dao ancestor lectures primordial chaos for nearly a year. Why? His first primordial world sermon lasts only 2,999 years. Is this to complete 3,000 years? The listeners understand at once. The Dao ancestor promises 3,000 years, so this lecture settles that karma. A cultivator turns to two companions. Sisters, enlightenment beckons. This one returns to Kunlun for seclusion. Any progress means meeting Martin sooner. The teacher our elder sister longs for day and night must possess peerless splendor. Meanwhile, the Dao ancestor considers the vast flood of profound yellow merit. After the third sermon, union with a heavenly Dao should finally become possible. The last punishment of Luke provokes a backlash from the Great Dao. His image suffers from that backlash. He searches for a way to restore it, then realizes there is one. A suitable target enters his thoughts. Victor should make an excellent candidate. At Victor's dwelling, the Dao ancestor arrives. Victor bows deeply. Greetings, Dao ancestor. Victor bows. Dao ancestor, forgive this failure to welcome you. The visitor waves it aside. No matter. You cultivate diligently and comprehend my Dao. Elsewhere, Ryan praises Victor's intelligence and diligence, then personally offers guidance on cultivation. Such personal guidance is an immense honor, so Victor earnestly requests instruction. Ryan begins, the Great Dao is boundlessly profound, obscure, and difficult to comprehend. Create symbols that record the Great Dao and make it clear to all beings. This earns tremendous merit and greatly benefits your cultivation. The opportunity gleams. Ryan privately sees a drawback. Personally creating script establishes only his own image. Guiding another person to create written symbols offers him far greater advantages. It displays his creative ability while preserving an image of complete selflessness. Victor bows gratefully. Thank you for the guidance. Victor finally understands. The Dao ancestor's favor remains engraved forever. Ryan approves. Excellent. Begin. Victor ponders symbols capable of recording the boundless principles of the Great Dao. Yet they must also enlighten all beings. What symbols can accomplish both purposes? Insight suddenly arrives. Dao ancestor, enlightenment comes. Symbols recording the Great Dao shall be called Dao script, in which cordons Ado Zol L script. The name settles Victor's realization, giving his intended creation a clear purpose. He declares, thank you, Dao ancestor, now witness the full extent of Victor's talent. Victor prepares to demonstrate that talent, confident his achievement is finally beginning. The onlookers praise his outstanding learning and predict a magnificent future achievement. Victor modestly answers, the Dao ancestor simply possesses the vision to recognize talent. After receiving Ryan's guidance, Victor stands ready to create his promised Dao script. Caleb approaches. Victor, Martin teaches proper manners. Since your silence grants consent, Caleb shall speak first. Everyone applauds Caleb's courtesy. His calm humility makes him our model. Caleb always seems friendly and courteous, but Victor's concession becomes the primordial world's fortune. Nearby, the suppressed cultivator fumes silently, unable to speak beneath that damned bird's pressure. Another thought cuts in, stop talking nonsense, let him speak first. So what? Victor remains defiant. Just wait, his jaw will drop upon hearing the real content. Caleb accepts with a smile. Victor yields so graciously. Many thanks, brother Victor. Guided by Martin, Caleb explains, the Great Dao is intricate and difficult, so complexity must become simplicity. Thus, Dao script records it. This means heaven, earth, darkness, and yellow. This means universe. This means the primordial world. This means primordial chaos. The audience marvels at Caleb's genius. He creates Dao script to record the Great Dao, truly reducing complexity into simplicity. The achievement grants immense merit to every being. Someone wonders, who is Caleb's teacher? Is it the Dao ancestor? Only a reclusive master could guide such talent. Victor freezes in disbelief. That is exactly Victor's intended subject. Caleb steals the opportunity. The crowd celebrates Caleb for creating supreme Dao script, while Victor's promised achievement vanishes. His thoughts erupt. How does Dao script suddenly become Caleb's creation? Victor, what happened? Rage follows the humiliation. Has the Dao script Victor planned been eaten by a dog? Suddenly, heavenly merit descends. Caleb's Dao script earns recognition from the primordial world. Everyone exclaims, this is tremendous merit. Caleb's strength is surely about to soar. Caleb remains humble. Without Martin's guidance, limited learning could never create Dao script. Therefore, this merit does not belong solely to Caleb, and accepting all of it brings shame. Caleb generously pours the merit into the ginseng fruit tree, earning heartfelt gratitude. The grateful cultivator thanks him, but Caleb waves it aside. We are family. We are as close as brothers, so why speak of thanks? Caleb adds, this ginseng fruit tree will eventually become a gift for Martin. Merit means nothing to me beside nourishing this ginseng fruit tree. The cultivator turns curious. Caleb, 1,000 years ago, you spent your days writing. Were you researching this Dao script? Caleb confirms. Exactly. You created it 1,000 years ago. Why wait until today? Caleb remains cryptic. Only now is the time ripe. Heavenly secrets cannot be revealed. He has been waiting for Victor to announce Dao script, then seize the achievement. Martin's tales of primordial grudges reveal Victor as Caleb's greatest future enemy. Victor bears a grudge and will ambush Caleb after the third sermon, so Caleb steals Victor's destined script. An enemy's suffering is pure happiness. Sorry for delaying you, Victor. The explanation is finished, so please continue. Elsewhere, the cultivator erupts. Damn it. That thief stole the Dao script. 1,000 years of research, stolen. He explained everything before anyone else could. What remains to present? How can this failure be explained to the Dao ancestor? Victor briefly calms, then grows angrier with every step and kneeled before his master. Dao ancestor, this useless disciple let that old thief Caleb steal the merit. Victor bows lower. Please punish this disciple for losing the merit of Dao script. The Dao ancestor doubts Caleb's insight. Creating Dao script should be impossible. Did you leak anything? Victor swears before Derek, this disciple never revealed the Dao ancestor's instructions. Then he recalls, Caleb claimed his teacher, Martin, guided him. The Dao ancestor presses him. Could this teacher be responsible? Who teaches Caleb? Victor answers, someone called Martin. He was mentioned inside the saint's lecture palace. Martin? Since the world first opened, every primordial figure has been known to me. The Dao ancestor frowns. Yet no cultivator called Martin has ever appeared. Victor offers another clue. Dao ancestor, Caleb commands the Dao of space. Just as the announcement began, Caleb's spatial power crushed Victor's voice into silence. The Dao ancestor seizes on spatial law and suddenly thinks of Miles. Miles, this is your doing. Caleb has actually comprehended the law of space. With the primordial world's great Dao incomplete, only one master could teach such insight. Who else but the controller of space? So you are the teacher Caleb mentioned. The Dao ancestor seethes. During the tomb conflict, this ancestor schemed against you. Today, countless variables let you return the humiliation. He recognizes the counterstroke at last. Miles, impressive. Ryan will not overlook this. Ryan issues his challenge. Meet within primordial chaos beyond the world and settle this karma. Miles accepts without hesitation. As you wish, this karma ends between us. As they prepare to settle it together, elsewhere a disciple calls, Master, look. Across my grounds, brilliant flowers bloom everywhere, promising future spiritual fruit. The disciple stares hungrily, and I tease, look how greedy you have become. The disciple reports a new flower on my supreme innate yellow bell tree. I follow. Luke confirms, you mean the yellow bell tree, one of 10 supreme roots? I hurry closer and confirm it truly is a supreme innate spirit root. The disciple stares. One yellow bell fruit creates a great principle, golden immortal. 9 fruits hang there, and the disciple's hopes rise at his mysterious advantage. The disciple exclaims, 9 fruits and another flower. This advantage finally takes off. 9 fruits already hang there, while the new flower strains beyond its limit. I breathe the delicate fragrance and feel calm as the flower keeps changing. Beyond the world, the saint asks whether Miles attained Dao within primordial chaos. There, the cultivator confirms proving Dao through spatial law, ranked 3rd. There, the spatial cultivator studies Ryan. Ryan, your realm seems strange, please explain. Beyond, the saint explains, primordial unity produces a great principle, golden immortal. Beyond, the saint explains, Derek recognizes this cultivator as the primordial world's saint. Beyond, Ryan asks, Miles, why pursue the primordial world's affairs after enlightenment? Beyond, the cultivator answers, no worldly conflicts, this challenge only settles our karma. Beyond, the speaker recalls, you enlisted Isaac, Jared, and me against demonic ancestor. Beyond, the survivor says, Isaac and Jared die fighting Trent, you escape unharmed. Beyond, the survivor accuses, you alone enjoy victory while others pay with life. Beyond, the survivor says, your sainthood and preaching reveal an alliance with Derek. Beyond, the survivor realizes, hundreds of thousands of primordial world variables are your doing. Beyond, the saint asks Miles, you disrupted every plan, how is karma settled? Beyond, the spatial cultivator answers, one battle settles karma, then address the worldly arrangements. Beyond, the saint asks, what happens to your measures in the primordial world? Beyond, the cultivator answers, they are merely casual plans from the world's beginning. Beyond, the cultivator says, those hardly count as contingencies, settled karma permits roaming primordial chaos. Beyond, the cultivator says, those measures remain yours, this journey enters primordial chaos. Beyond, the saint raises a hand. Then Miles, please grant this challenge. Beyond, the request resounds once more. Please grant this challenge, old friend. The saint asks, return it, friend. Beyond the world, spatial law seals the battlefield as violent vibrations erupt. Beyond, fragrant shockwaves strike. Miles recognizes the attack and curses, despicable coward. Beyond, the cultivator shouts, you promised one battle, yet launch a lethal ambush. Beyond, the cultivator accuses Ryan, this force comes from the primordial world. Explain. Beyond, the saint replies, life and death follow fate. An explanation comes now. Beyond, the saint answers, then an explanation comes now. Beyond, the accuser declares, long ago, you caused Isaac and Jared to die exactly this way. Beyond, the saint accuses Miles, your plotting aims to take my life today. Beyond, the saint says, this meeting should settle karma, yet treachery answers. Beyond, the saint says, you draw the primordial world's remaining Dao power and harm me. Beyond, the saint concludes, from this day onward, the karma between us becomes more than a staged encounter. Every consequence binds us both in earnest and permits no easy retreat. Elsewhere, Ryan condemns Miles. You shameless bastard claim this battle merely settles karma. You secretly prepare another move to kill me. Who else could wield such power from the shadows? After merging with Derek, the Hunyuan Taiji Immortal realm comes next. Then you die, Miles, while your true body remains in the primordial world. Watch as your hollow green willow and primordial Dao fruit are plucked away. Ryan's threat ends. The Great Dao will be attained. How Ocean, did Dave not promise an immortal court? Why is nothing happening? How Ocean bows. Dao ancestor, preparations continue at the Immortal Mountain. Good. Seclusion begins now and lasts until the second sermon approaches. Until then, both of you must watch every movement across the primordial world. The attendants obey. Understood, Dao ancestor. At the Immortal Mountain, an officer reports, Your Majesty, every preparation is complete. The Immortal Court can now be proclaimed. 1,000 years of preparation and 108 followers finally provide the foundation. Dave stands before them. Ryan appointed me leader of all primordial immortals. From this immortal mountain beside the eastern sea, the Immortal Court shall govern immortals and prosper. Fortune immediately gathers overhead. An officer exclaims, Majesty, this is the sign of the Immortal Court's coming prosperity. Everyone cheers. Congratulations, Majesty. Immos, with my animus, would not down there, in no cell. General Zhu and Mason shall lead the 72 officers. They bow. Thank you, Majesty. Elsewhere, Tyler tells Marcus, Brother, Dave truly establishes his immortal court this time. He even gathers immense primordial fortune. Marcus remains composed. A tree rising above the forest is broken by the wind. Let him celebrate for several days. Once the time ripens, we destroy everything. Good. His immortal court will perish. Meanwhile, an advisor tells Dave, Queen Mother is heaven's perfect match for your majesty. Once united as Dao companions, balanced yin and yang will shake the numerous heavenly realms. What great cause could remain beyond reach? Dave smiles. Chancellor, you understand your ruler's heart. Oscar bows. Everything rests with your majesty. Dave declares, Excellent. Excellent. Prepare everything immediately. This ruler will personally visit Queen Mother at Kunlun's immortal realm and demonstrate complete sincerity. Elsewhere, disciples erupt. Someone dares target Queen Mother? Everyone knows her devotion to Master. She seeks only Master's whereabouts. Gather everyone now and split into groups. We will teach this leader of primordial immortals exactly why the flowers are red. The world will not underestimate Master's disciples. Elsewhere, today's magpie call signals the arrival of a visitor. Caleb looks over. So Quinn has come. How did you know this place? Caleb, without obtaining the ginseng fruit tree, where else could you possibly be? Caleb laughs. Quinn, you truly know me. Does this visit mean there is news of Master? At the gathering, the visitor answers, There is still no news of Martin. Queen Mother is extraordinarily gifted. She comprehends 70% of the law of time and leads all our fellow disciples. More importantly, she may become Master's wife. Who dares target her? Quinn answers, Dave. That brat has some nerve. 2 messengers already notify the other disciples. We wait outside Queen Mother's dojo until he walks into our trap. Move. The disciples immediately depart. Back at court, Dave hesitates. Oscar, would an unannounced visit offend Queen Mother? Majesty, take a matchmaker. Your unmatched talent needs only a skilled mediator. Then Queen Mother cannot refuse. Dave brightens. Oscar, wisest of the court, whom should we invite? The 3 pure ones. Their dojo also stands upon Kunlun Mountain. They know her and could propose the match. Dave echoes, the 3 pure ones? Their prestige guarantees success. General, take gifts and invite them to arrange my marriage. The general accepts, Your Majesty. These spiritual roots and fruits will bring them here. This mission will not fail. The preparations unfold on a magnificent scale. Dave admires the procession. The Queen Mother will surely love such grandeur. Once we become Dao companions, our combined strength will make the Immortal Court supreme beneath Ryan across the primordial world. At the palace, Dave welcomes Ross and Simon. Apologies for the wait. They dismiss it. Surveying the procession, Ross observes, such devotion to the Queen Mother. But where is Nathan? Nathan's absence receives an explanation from Simon. He is meeting a friend, so joining us is inconvenient. Ross and Simon are enough. Nathan's absence causes no difficulty on this journey. Then it is settled. Thank you both. Let us depart. Seeing over 2,000 immortals, Dave thinks, the trio clearly summons them to support me. The trio truly are famous figures of the primordial world. Their gathering proves it. In private, the immortal leader praises choosing the trio as matchmakers as a wise decision. Nearby, a watcher alerts Felix, eldest brother, that demoness is among those immortals. They resemble Nathan's fellow disciples, and the Queen Mother is their senior sister. Then they certainly are not here to arrange Dave's marriage. Realizing the crowd's identity, one cultivator immediately excuses himself. Dave, a sow behind the mountain, is about to give birth, so departure cannot wait. Dave stares after him. A sow is giving birth. Everyone, your support earns endless gratitude. Afterward, accept modest wine at the Immortal court. An onlooker marvels, worthy of Ryan's chosen leader, so many mighty cultivators support him. After seeing such formidable support, one admirer concludes, Dave does look impressive, sign this one up for the Immortal court. A disciple blocks his enthusiasm. Hold it, brat. You dare harbor designs upon our senior sister? Senior sister? Who is your senior sister? Could it possibly be the Queen Mother? Ryan personally appoints the leader of all primordial immortals. How dare you strike? What grand prestige, fellow disciples, how should our senior sister's pursuer be punished? Martin's disciples tolerate no such designs. Attack, Dave cries. Generals, save your ruler. Elite celestial generals, immortal court officers, and good warriors, save your ruler. The ruler faces danger while we stand nearby. How can we watch? Charge. We cannot stand idle and watch the ruler suffer. The immortal court warriors surge forward, shouting, charge, 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 kill. What are you doing? Ah! Dave's cry vanishes beneath the assault. Ryan personally appoints the leader of the primordial immortals. Dave protests through the beating. Heroes, spare this life. Nothing like this will happen again. A disciple finally orders, leave. As Dave departs battered, someone protests, you are far too cruel. Never provoke them again. Have you heard? Dave suffers a brutal beating. Ryan shows Dave, who dares touch him. An eyewitness answers, over 2,000 immortals. They brutally beat him in turns. A listener wonders, where did they come from? The eyewitness answers, they called themselves Martin's disciples. But who exactly is Martin? What master trained such powers as Nathan, Celia, Caleb, and the Queen Mother? A listener gasps, Caleb and the Queen Mother share one mysterious teacher? Unbelievable. Why does learning this suddenly leave the mind in complete turmoil? Could I have been exposed? Thankfully, this place blocks the secrets of heaven. Even if exposed, I need not fear anyone finding their way here. My disciples down the mountain must never expose me. I only want to survive until I return to the modern world. Only through Master's grace does Luke at last reach the Great Golden Immortal Realm. You truly reached the Great Golden Immortal Realm. Good, your diligent cultivation earns this. In the primordial world, one's innate foundation truly matters. Sheltering Luke proves clever. But when will a lazy idler like me finally succeed in cultivation? Master, advancing his now awakened and innate divine ability. Please offer your guidance. An awakened divine ability? Could it be a power inherited directly from Henry? Demonstrate it once for me. Before me, the disciple invokes, demon source descends. Teacher. His inherited power shakes the surrounding spiritual energy. It simulates Henry's essence, energy, and spirit, harnessing nature to become him, reborn. Luke now seeks my verdict, but his request leaves me completely at a loss. I have not even understood breathing techniques, so how can I possibly guide him? Is this the true demon source descends? Now I understand. So this is demon source descends. After one look, I master demon source descends, yet something feels different. This version seems unlike Luke's. Is that Henry? Elsewhere, Derek recoils. Where does this chaos demon source come from? Who is manipulating it? Across the world, Heavenly Dao vows, no uncontrollable trace of Henry may remain. This carries the aura of a Dao-level chaos demon source. When does such a powerful existence arise in the primordial world? Could Miles not be the mastermind? Derek finally doubts his suspicion. Back on the mountain, I learn Luke's technique after one viewing, then alter it into a flawless version. Something is wrong beyond my mysterious advantage. Could this also be my special advantage? My comprehension may truly defy heaven. Master's divine power directly condenses Henry's phantom, almost matching his true body. This divine ability is fierce. Capture even a fraction of Henry's true bearing. Then you can become Henry and slaughter every enemy. Luke immediately questions me. Master, what is Henry's bearing? Fighting heaven and earth. Fighting heaven and earth, Master, the meaning becomes perfectly clear at last. What exactly do you understand? His answer erupts without hesitation. Let heaven never blind these eyes, earth bury this heart, or beings misunderstand this will. Let all gods and demons vanish. Luke is stealing the legendary monkey hero's line. Has he received the legendary monkey hero's script, wrecking heaven, pilgrimage, then battling Buddhism? That cannot be right. Better focus on tending the garden of immortal herbs. Master, that finest acquired red dragon fruit tree bears 360 fruits. The lower grade innate greenwood apricot bears exactly 200 fruits, while the middle grade innate blue water peach has also produced 68. Every one of these fruits is the result of this labor. Breeding techniques yield me no spiritual energy, but eating these fruits does. So my mysterious advantage makes spiritual roots grow, letting me devour fruit until invincible. Master, how do they taste? Simply pick one and discover that yourself. Waste none. Harvest every ripe spiritual fruit and preserve it for my breakthrough. A disciple calls to me, Teacher. I decide, every spiritual root on my mountain must be transplanted into the garden of immortal herbs. The idea is excellent, giving every precious root a place in the garden. This simple, leisurely life truly intoxicates me. Living here as an idler is the existence countless people dream about. Such a peaceful life is what countless people dream of. The monkey marvels, Teacher, are we truly eating several million spiritual fruits? The monkey exults. Following Martin is right. Several million fruits may take forever. I answer, Luke, brew every one of these spiritual fruits into wine. The monkey accepts at once. Yes, Teacher. In the first, the Disher book, with of notice of the plain Austrium. Yet the grand immortal monkey gets drunk and tumbles straight down the mountain. After falling, Luke notices an egg and calls up, Teacher, this egg seems rather unusual. Elsewhere, the ruler of the former immortal court demands, where are the court's mighty generals, Oscar? What rumors are spreading outside about your ruler? Speak freely, your ruler can bear them. Oscar answers, Your Majesty, outside rumors say a toad wants to eat swan meat. Find Mason, rip that mouth apart. An attendant bows, Mason resigns, Your Majesty. This ruler made him chief of 36 generals. How can he betray his sovereign? Oscar explains, Mason finds no troops to command and no pleasure of wielding power. Oscar, only you remain utterly loyal, never abandoning your ruler amid this ruin. Your Majesty, age leaves this servant unfit as chancellor. Please permit retirement back home. Even the final chancellor withdraws. When a wall falls, everyone pushes it. When the tree falls, its monkeys scatter. Yet Ryan designates the ruler as the immortals' leader. The ruler resolves, at Ryan's second sermon, Martin's disciples will face a public denunciation. Ryan will surely uphold justice for this ruler, who will finally rise again. True feeling still exists. False supporters greet the summit, while devoted believers prove themselves at dusk. Those who remain are the pillars of this ruler's return. Why haven't you left? The remaining servants reveal their reason. Your Majesty, our wages still haven't been paid. The ruler bristles at their demand. Wages? Is this really the time to discuss wages? At last, the Dao ancestor opens his second sermon. The ruler vows to attend. Before the sermon, the ruler plans to expose the disciples and petition Ryan. Ryan's influence remains immense. At one command, countless experts will join the former immortal court, ending its emptiness. Then this army will punish Martin's disciples for defying the immortals' leader. At the sermon entrance, an attendant announces, 3,000 fated guests may enter orderly for the second sermon. The assembled disciples prepare as the Dao ancestor's second sermon begins. The crowd enters in order. Someone murmurs, 3,000 fated guests again? Does only talent matter again? Another answers, 3,000 Daos mean 3,000 fates. A cultivator notices Quinn. You came too? Hearing Ryan depends upon fate, not mere talent. The ruler waits outside. Let those villains enter first. The immortals' leader will make the grand entrance last. Then the decree arrives. The 3,000 fated places are filled. Those behind must return. All 3,000 places are filled. This ruler is number 3,001. Outside, the ruler reels. Number 1,001, despite leading all immortals. Inside Zichao Palace, Ryan asks, has anything major happened lately in the primordial world? A cultivator answers, thanks to the Dao ancestor's grace, the primordial world remains peaceful. All beings live harmoniously. Ryan nods, excellent, excellent. Others, and most of them, and continues for 30,000 years, and continues for 3,000 years. Listen attentively throughout the sermon, and never allow yourselves to grow lax. One listener resolves, the first breakthrough will be mine, surpassing our third senior peer. Above Great Luo stands sainthood, beginning that long righteous road, makes one quasi-saint. Corpse-severing cuts benevolent, evil, and obsessive thoughts, known as the three corpses. Severing all three removes joy, sorrow, virtue, evil, and even the self. Spiritual treasures, roots, or merit can each serve this profound severing method. Yet quasi-sainthood gained this way is hollow, lacking the power of one's own laws. Martin teaches that corpse severing limits future achievement. Why does Ryan present it as supreme? Then comes a decisive cry, Sever. 5 elements benevolent thought separates and bows. Greetings, true self. The original welcomes the incarnation. We are one. There is no need for ceremony. As the first below Ryan to sever a corpse, he now claims comparable strength. Another cry rings out, Sever. A second incarnation appears and bows. Greetings, true self. The original waves away the courtesy. No need for ceremony. Someone marvels, Gavin's orthodox 3 pure ones truly leave us far behind. You two are no less impressive, bearing the Western region's spiritual character. The Western region's future prosperity clearly rests between the two of you. Hardly. Who across the primordial world does not know the 3 pure ones? For cultivators like you, severing corpses and attaining quasi-sainthood can hardly prove difficult. Another turns toward Victor. Rumors already identify a sage within the northern realm. Meeting you today confirms that reputation. Your insight is extraordinary. Everyone gathered here possesses peerless natural talent. Watching their mutual praise, someone mutters, "Do they already believe themselves overwhelmingly powerful?" Celia explains, "Corpse severing reaches quasi-sainthood, but its limited achievements make it inferior." A shocked companion protests, "A sage creates it. Why call it inferior? Do you disbelieve?" "Never do." The disciple answers, "Both senior brothers are trusted. Follow in your footsteps remains the intention. 10 millennia contemplating laws reveal no path. This aptitude must simply be dull." A senior brother consoles the struggling disciple. "Comprehending laws is unimaginably arduous for everyone. We only understand through Martin's grace and sheer fortune. Do not blame yourself. Martin will never fault you." The disciple decides, "Senior brothers, this dull aptitude leaves only corpse severing." They answer, "Proceed without fear." The audience mishears the phrase. Master Severance has another expert emerged in the primordial world? To think the primordial world teems with hidden talent. Such brilliance cannot remain concealed. This Master Severance truly hides unfathomable depths. Someone notices the disciple's tears. Why weep over an achievement that glorifies one's ancestors? Those must be tears of excitement, exhilaration, and joy. The others turn admiringly toward Victor. Victor truly is the primordial world's sage, instantly reading his heart. Admirable. Then a figure consoles him, "True self, do not grieve. This dull aptitude permits only corpse severing, a lesser path. Such failure deeply shames Martin." Others lament, "Our aptitudes are equally dull, leaving corpse severing as the only path." This corpse severing method still honors Martin's prestige. Sever, 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 sever. What the hell? Are quasi-sages worthless now, Victor? With 200 cultivators crying joyfully? More than 200 cultivators tremble, excited tears streaming down their faces. Their chorus of sobbing keeps rising without pause. A disciple struggling to comprehend the laws cries, "We shame Martin and deserve no inner disciple promotion." Our senior fellow disciple is right. The remaining disciples embrace that verdict and renounce their promotions together. They summon every fellow disciple to witness their admission of opportunism. Opportunism? Those words drive a knife straight into my heart. It hurts. I cannot endure another word. I bring out every secret method and explain it all. Each disciple demonstrates success, then keeps weeping torrents. What is happening? Elsewhere, over 200 disciples of Queen Mother, Celia, and the reincarnation disciple gather. All of them sever corpses and ascend as quasi-sages at once. The ruler stares at their tears. They call corpse severing a shortcut. Why? Did Martin teach them some method even more profound than corpse severing? Even without hearing Ryan's sermon, heaven-given talent guarantees corpse severing and quasi-sage ascension. The immortal court's rise begins now. The moment to erase humiliation has come. Xianting Guardians, present yourselves immediately. Guard every frontier. Ring the bell if any scoundrel trespasses. The Guardians hesitate. We need a 1,000-year retreat to comprehend corpse severing. That complicates matters. Defy me and forfeit 10 years' pay. Your Majesty, guard duty exceeds our remit. Name your terms. Their answer comes instantly, more money. And settle 3,000 years of unpaid wages. His Majesty is wise. Thank you. Elsewhere, a solar ruler welcomes Victor. Your peerless strategy truly deserves its fame. Victor smiles. Your reputation spread from the solar star even throughout the northern realm. Frankly, Victor, we ask you here because we hope you will assist both brothers. Assist you both, a ruler nods. We plan a force that dominates the primordial world. How? Establish the demon race and demon heavenly court. We brothers have long planned this. Both rulers are now quasi-sages, wielding supreme innate treasures, proving their strength and foundations. We nearly match Ross and Simon. Our moment to rise has arrived. Any being transformed by absorbing worldly energy or celestial essence counts as a demon. Only a handful stand outside it. This race could encompass nearly every primordial clan. Victor, will you join the demon race as its preceptor? Victor accepts. To the future demon preceptor, cups rise. To the future demon emperors, they are family now. Now family, devise a strategy to recruit primordial experts. Empty command feels wrong. Yet if the demon race establishes heaven, where does that leave Dave's immortal court? When the moment ripens, we replace it. Then powerful cultivators will surely join the demon race. Victor's peerless strategy makes him the pillar of our demon race. Elsewhere, the ruler boasts, Ryan rightly appoints such heavenly genius leader of the primordial immortals. In only 1,000 years, the benevolent corpse is severed and quasi-sage ascension achieved. Elsewhere, the ruler calls his court to order. Where are the 4 immortal kings? Emma steps forward. All are present. The ruler demands, do any primordial powers or major factions remain? They have no answer. The ruler presses them, think carefully again, there must be someone. Emma proposes, this land borders the Eastern Sea. Is its dragon clan not powerful? A moment ago, everyone only stares blankly. The sight of treasure loosens their tongues. Money truly makes spirits work. Their forces, Tens of thousands of pureblood dragons follow Peter, a late Deluo 5-clawed golden dragon. Excellent. Emma's powers truly are vast. Watch me recruit the dragon clan. The ruler leaves Emma behind because her appearance is too embarrassing for such diplomacy. Besides, the treasury holds no spiritual treasures left to pay the immortal king's wages. The immortal king looks this way since his failed proposal earns him such a brutal beating. The poor fellow's mind naturally suffers. Yet the Queen Mother of the West is peerless. She even studies under Martin, a master renowned throughout the entire primordial world. His countless disciples include powers even Ryan cannot subdue. Another courtier remembers something important. Several centuries ago, the Golden Crow brothers fly directly toward the Eastern Sea. Shrimp soldiers there reveal Peter has joined the Golden Crow brothers' growing faction. At the Solar Palace, Dave's sudden approach draws the two ruling brothers' wary attention. Brother, we already stand at the early quasi-sage stage. Soon we can sever another corpse and reach the middle stage. What reason remains to fear Celia? His brother cautions. Tyler, think bigger. We will found the demon race's heavenly court. Ruling the primordial world requires vision. Though Celia takes our opportunity, her pedigree and strength merit goodwill even without recruitment. At their mountain home, purple energy heralds the brothers, and Ethan offers them a belated welcome. What brings you here? Ethan receives their question. Why is Celia nowhere to be seen? At home, Celia's elder brother explains that she is discussing Dao with friends. Your powers with Celia are renowned everywhere. Today we seek your help in planning a great undertaking. What undertaking do you intend? Ethan's question draws a frank answer from both brothers. We will unite the demon race, establish the heavenly court, and rule primordial clans. Yet Tyler and his elder brother know such a world-shaking undertaking cannot succeed alone. Without you, Ethan, our cause fails. Celia's discipleship under Martin now draws every outsider's attention. Across the primordial world, outsiders focus on Celia and lavish her with praise. Ethan, meanwhile, receives only looks of pity and sympathy from everyone else. Hearing Marcus speak, Ethan suddenly feels he has finally found a genuine kindred spirit. Celia always makes the decisions, but she is away debating that ancestral witch. There is nobody here to consult. Should this offer actually be accepted? Ethan, if the demon race is established, your rightful place is already assured. You and we will all be demon emperors, holding the same rank without distinction. Celia always calls her elder brother indecisive and easily fooled. Ethan decides to prove otherwise. At home, Celia's elder brother secretly resolves to become a wise demon emperor and surprise her. Convinced by their sincerity, Ethan joins the demon race. Now our great undertaking can succeed. The brothers need an opening against Dave, and now their intended target approaches willingly. The brothers turn to Ethan. Suppose someone poaches followers from our new demon race. Elsewhere, Ethan answers, naturally, we beat him and display the demon race's might. Marcus decides, good. Tyler and I will destroy Dave. Ethan, hold our formation. At the former Immortal Court, Dave presses Peter, still unable to decide. Peter answers, Dave joining is not the problem. He continues, had you come 500 years earlier, I would accept. But I already promised Marcus and Tyler that I will join their demon race. Dave declares, Peter, this sovereign leads the primordial immortals and rules the former Immortal Court. Ryan stands behind me. Surely you know which choice to make. He fumes. Those two scruffy birds secretly form a faction. What vicious ambition. If they cross me, I will pluck every feather from their bodies. At the Eastern Sea, the Dragon Chief calls Dave's immortal leadership merely ornamental. The former Immortal Court is already deserted, leaving you utterly alone. You rule it in name alone. Peter requests time to consider. Dave rejects the delay. Enough tricks, today you receive only one choice. His ultimatum lands without compromise. Submit. A challenge suddenly rings out. Dave, bullying others, proves nothing. Come outside and fight. Dave recognizes the newcomers. I wanted to pluck you two scruffy birds in chaos. Now you deliver yourselves to me. As the mighty clash, Peter nearly suffers in their wake. Marcus confronts him. Dave, you try poaching my recruit without weighing your own strength. Dave snorts as the two Golden Crow brothers stand before him. You two bald birds form factions, seize power, and plot a usurpation. You even seek to shake my former Immortal Court's rule. Marcus scoffs. What remains for you to rule? The 10 immortal kings you hired as sweepers. Tyler faces Dave. Today's karmic debt demands that we fight and settle everything. The sooner it ends, the better. Watching nearby, Ethan realizes Dave cannot escape. Marcus and Tyler possess two great innate treasures. They also command true solar fire, making the demon race's rise inevitable. In private, the prospective emperor wonders what title suits ruling 10,000 races. He decides, I will be the Western Emperor. If Celia joins, then she will be the Crow Emperor. Western Emperor and Crow Emperor both sound wonderfully imposing. Certain his choice is wise, Ethan expects Celia to regard him differently upon returning. The battle reaches its verdict as Marcus calls, Dave, face your doom. Tyler closes in beside Marcus, leaving the fallen ruler at their mercy. Ethan urges, leave one remnant of his soul. Tyler refuses, roots regrow unless eradicated. Ethan argues, even 10 lives cannot let him rival us, but his identity is sensitive. Ryan once favored Dave. Killing him would publicly disgrace Ryan. Marcus considers that danger. How should we handle Dave? Ethan, do you have a plan? Ethan proposes, recruit him into the demon heavenly court and grant him an empty ceremonial post. Marcus approves. Ethan, your proposal matches my thoughts. Dave, are you willing to join our demon heavenly court? We can use this opportunity together. Marcus prepares to proclaim the demon race's moment across the primordial world. Elsewhere, under heaven, Ryan bears witness. Marcus, Tyler, and Ethan establish the demon race. Every being transformed by earthly spiritual energy or stellar essence may become a demon. Marcus and Tyler rule in 1,000 years. Demon Heavenly Court welcomes all. The proclamation places Demon Heavenly Court upon Sunstar and summons fellow Taoists. The founders seize the former Eastern Palace, gathering every transformed spirit as a demon. Across the world, cultivators marvel. Demon Heavenly Court signals the demon race's rise. Another seizes the opportunity. Now is the time to join and earn noble rank. I realize leadership of Demon Heavenly Court has fallen to Marcus and Tyler. During that sermon, I calculate Tyler is destined to rule Demon Heavenly Court. Yet he defies destiny, establishing the former Immortal Court before its proper time. That costs Dave his chance, while Marcus and Tyler possess Golden Crow origins. They are born from the Great Sun, alongside primordial earth, ice, and wind. These correspond to earth, wind, water, and fire, yet theirs is pure yang. Derek secretly favors them. In 1,000 years, they become true heavenly rulers. I confront Derek inwardly. Had you already planned the next great tribulation? Marcus and Tyler preserve one remnant of Dave's soul and summon him back. Sending Dave to Demon Heavenly Court leaves me ample respect. Those two understand courtesy. Good. Future rulers of Demon Heavenly Court, you have handled this very well. I already comprehend over 80% of creation law. One step remains before Hunyuan. Yet causality suddenly coils around me. Why does this entanglement appear without reason? The answer surfaces. Marcus, Tyler, and Ethan have established the demon race. At home, a disciple chides a junior sister as the demon race rises. A fellow disciple warns, Martin foresees a great conflict, we must prepare properly. Then, she turns to Celia. Elder sister, the solution is already clear. Facing the realm of reincarnation, she calls, Martin, when will your figure appear here? Once Hunyuan de Luo golden immortality is attained, Dao resonance carries our calls to you. The law of reincarnation is nearly 80% mastered. Celia's surprise bursts out, your cultivation advances so quickly. Which fellow disciple reaches Hunyuan first? The challenge receives one answer. Work harder. Celia decides. First, Ethan returns with me to the mountain before embarrassing himself outside. She corners him with a cutting title. Brother, Western Emperor of the Demon Race? Before Celia, her elder brother anxiously asks her to hear his explanation. Every thread of merit must remain for your breakthrough. None can be taken. Ethan quickly changes course. Little sister, does Western Emperor not sound imposing? Celia echoes him coldly. Western Emperor truly is an impressive title. A founder presses forward. Join the demon race too. Your title can be Wa Emperor. Securing Ethan first proves correct, because his younger sister Celia immediately follows. The founders rejoice. At this rate, the demon race's rise is close at hand. Celia fixes them with the accusation, you two lured Ethan into the demon race. Their confidence holds. A second corpse soon falls, why should she frighten us? The sight of her still breaks their composure. Celia. Elsewhere, the rulers insist, we sincerely invite Ethan as the demon race's Western Emperor. Their sincerity remains emphatic as Ethan turns to Celia. You misunderstand them, they invited me into the demon race. We will build greatness together. Fate shows the demon race becoming a primordial superpower. Ethan proudly reveals, your brother has joined the demon race and become Western Emperor. Surprised? What is happening here? The atmosphere turns wrong, and Celia looks ready to lecture him. Surely becoming the demon race's Western Emperor surprises my little sister greatly. Your legs are trembling. Show the majesty that crushed Dave and ruled the world. Speak. Neither ruler finds any words for Ethan. Years of neglected discipline weigh on Celia. Back at the mountain, my brother will learn about the world's many powers. At once, Ethan shields his face. Little sister, spare my face, Celia. Panic sends one ruler toward an excuse. The eggs back on the solar star need hatching. Farewell. The other ruler hurriedly follows. Yes, farewell, fellow Taoists. Celia blocks their escape. You made Ethan Western Emperor. My deepest thanks. Let me escort you both, personally. No need. They recoil, but Celia snaps, you dare reject my kindness. Celia's kindness hardens into a deadly condition. Scheme against Ethan again and 3 Golden Crow clans will become a single clan. Remember this identity well, Celia, the inner disciple of reclusive master Martin himself. The gentle, virtuous goddess is gone. Celia transforms completely before them. Today, the 2 rulers and Ethan establish the demon race under Derek's favor. Yet their glory lasts less than a day, not even the proverbial 3 seconds. Her warning echoes again. Remember my identity, an inner disciple of Martin's school. Martin again. Even Celia is his disciple too, and merely only an inner disciple. Then Martin may even have personal disciples beyond his inner disciples. Back at my mountain, I question Luke. Did it show signs of life? Absolutely. Luke, guard this egg through hatching. Don't let it escape, we'll roast it later. Luke keeps watch over the promised meal. Teacher, look quickly. This coal-black egg just moved. It seems to belong to the Phoenix clan. But did the Phoenix clan not retire? Why is an egg on our mountain? I recognize it immediately. This is a peacock. Teacher, it appears to carry the Phoenix clan's unusually pure bloodline inside. Still roasted? Luke asks. I counter, have you seen this creature anywhere? Never. His answer makes me wonder, could this be the world's first peacock? Then, roasted. Something this nourishing might even greatly advance my own cultivation. Teacher, you would actually barbecue the very first peacock born between heaven and earth. Beside the garden, the monkey cannot accept Owen, the world's first peacock, being roasted alive. Teacher, it is still small. I concede, true, it is still so small. There is barely enough meat for one bite. We'll eat it after it grows much larger. Beside the garden, the monkey eagerly reserves a peacock leg, then turns toward Felix. Luke turns to Felix. Big brother, wasn't that pity? Weren't you going to release it? I decide, raise it beside the immortal herb garden, where spiritual energy abounds. Beside the garden, I keep the young bird close so I can watch his growth, while a disciple approves my decision. I urge Owen, grow quickly and grow strong. His plight looks truly miserable. Trapped beside the garden, Owen despairs. How miserable. A majestic descendant of the primordial phoenix ruler suffers like this, without even seeing this beautiful world properly. A disciple worries, Master, what if Owen steals precious fruit from the garden? Those fruits are exceptionally precious treasures of heaven and earth, after all. Why do you think I place him there? Spirit fruit helps him grow quickly. The disciple marvels, Master, so that's your plan. Age brings wisdom. Brilliant. Even if Owen eats them, the spiritual roots can simply bear fruit again. I add, Owen is unique under heaven. Not roasting him would be wasteful. Owen recoils. That terrifying Taoist plans to eat this bird. Terrified, Owen resolves. Escape is essential. Freedom must be seized somehow. With the foundation inherited from his phoenix lineage, Owen imagines freedom beneath the boundless sky, soaring wherever he pleases and finally reaching the glorious summit of a peacock's life. Owen sees countless fruits. Not one bite has passed these lips since hatching today. Hunger now gnaws at Owen as his attention settles on Martin's tempting fruit. Hungry and resentful, Owen decides, that Taoist wants a roast and stew. Taking fruit is punishment. With that justification settled, Owen reaches toward a fruit filled with sun, moon, and stellar power. Sun, moon, and stellar power merge inside it like a tiny star. Is this an innate stellar fruit? Another root catches Owen's eye. Is that superior innate 5 elements fruit? Innate enlightenment tea. Enlightenment grass, Huangjong plums, and nearly 10,000 spiritual roots grow together here. Innate roots cover the ground like weeds. Anyone would drive primordial experts mad. With this garden, this bird's cultivation would soar, restoring the primordial phoenix ruler's glory. Owen studies the mountain. Only that Taoist and monkey live here. What are they? How can they gather so many spiritual roots and immortal herbs? Never mind them. Ignoring every other concern, Owen decides, eat the spirit fruits first. Then comes steady chewing. Owen keeps chewing. Overnight, Owen grows surprisingly plump. My barbecue plan is clearly succeeding very quickly. Success feels close. Owen jolts, damn, that Taoist really has a barbecue plan. Has this bird really gained weight, with the barbecue coming spicy or glazed with sweet honey? Owen trembles. This is terrifying. A bird could die from sheer fright. The world's first peacock starts magnificently, meets a supreme master, and faces roasting. Desperate, Owen wonders, is there any solution? This emergency is extremely critical. Escape now seems impossible. That Taoist stares so hard, his drool forms a line. A disciple marvels, Master, Owen grows so much overnight. Your judgment is truly brilliant. The disciple realizes I expected Owen to steal spirit fruit. Inside the trap, Owen thinks, this trap is your design. The scheme runs too deep. Society seems simple, but people make it complicated. After a few days, once he digests that spiritual power, Owen should grow sturdier. Beside the garden, the bird grasps Martin's meaning. Roasting awaits within days. No, there is still time for rescue. This cruel fate must change. A new bird's life begins, eating, drinking, and teasing the monkey at leisure. No frantic competition, no pressure, and no endless examinations. One word describes it, bliss. Owen pins his hopes on beautiful jade feathers, certain they can win my favor. No barbecue for Owen. He becomes another fine sight on my mountain instead. Young Owen even knows such clever tricks, an unexpected spectacle at my mountain home. Have you two elders changed your minds? Felix answers firmly. Yes, we have. No barbecue this time. We'll make spicy hot pot instead. That settles dinner. Spicy hot pot sounds good. 2 wild rabbits are fetched at once to become part of tonight's meal. But you will become my dinner. Are you prepared? Owen turns toward me. Senior, Menacins, Senior. Take my nirvana fire and tail feathers for weapons, but please spare me. Let me patrol the mountain, catch chickens, and bring Phoenix ladies home. Beside the garden, the desperate bird promises Phoenix attendance of every kind, back massages, brewed tea, total obedience, and 10 million kowtows, all to earn the master's mercy and avoid roasting. Forget massages and tea. You may remain here at my mountain home from now on. Thank you, teacher, for sparing and sheltering this disciple. Every effort now goes toward serving you. Teacher, your new disciple still has no name. Please graciously bestow one upon me. Then your name is Owen. He repeats the newly bestowed name. Owen, Owen. In the future divine tribulation, the disciple shines as the greatest cultivator beneath Ryan. Junti later subdues him and appoints him Peacock King of the Western Buddhist sect. Known as Buddhism's mother, that future legend now becomes my own disciple instead. The disciple thanks me for his name, and I bid him rise. Once in my mountain school, never descend recklessly, incur karma, or enter primordial conflicts. Do you understand? Completely, completely. Now comes one remaining matter, last night's theft. I tally 72 starfruits, 156 peaches, 368 apricots, and 99 elemental fruits. Henceforth, replace Luke. Tend the immortal garden and brew its fruit into jade nectar. You ate far too much last night. Your debt begins from this moment. Whether Luke or young Owen, each holds a pivotal place in the coming tribulation. Both gather at my side, yet the secret of cultivation continues to evade me. Something is truly wrong. Have I chosen the wrong direction? Should I try another cultivation method? Return to your little peacock form, Owen protests. Teacher, please don't change your mind. You promised yesterday, no hot pot. Relax, I am not eating you. Go work out how to make some pigments for me. I want to paint now. First, I test whether painting leads into Dao, given my remarkable childhood talent. My astonishing gift appears early, earning kindergarten's highest honor as its finest young artist. Kindergarten's finest artist now dares seek Dao through painting. I consider my first subject. The monkey stands right before me, an ideal model. Luke, strike your handsomest pose. Before me, the monkey beams because his teacher will draw his handsomest pose. The handsomest pose is battling heaven and earth. Demon origin descends. Luke. Mighty brother Luke, follow teacher and become like me. His admirer presses, fighting whom? Ryan. He deserves a brutal pounding. Last time, his sermon entered these ears unbidden. Ryan punished me without checking the truth. Once this body grows stronger, he'll take a merciless pounding. Then Luke rehearses his final taunt. Who cares about your precious sermon? Your cultivation remains far beneath Ryan's. At that same moment, my portrait is finished. It's finished. Take a look. How is it? A grateful Luke begins thanking his teacher. I call this painting Henry Battles Heaven and Earth, the vision within me. My current painting skill already surpasses my kindergarten efforts by a wide margin. Well, it is probably around elementary school level now. Blood tracing carries the great Dao of battle. Savor it and reap great benefits. What profound artistry. Henry's figure seems to stand clearly before me within the painting itself. Is this my future righteous might? Elsewhere, Caleb grasps the laws of space. Caleb is undoubtedly Miles's direct heir. He must be eliminated, but by whom? Celia bears immense fortune. If she agrees to help, she may be suitable. What has been overlooked? Besides Caleb and Celia, the two confirmed variables, who else threatens the plan? Damn it, as the primordial world's only saint, why does dread keep striking? At that same moment, Celia warns her brother, never associate with Marcus or Tyler again. Her brother points to his wounds. Do these injuries not come from your blows? Under her pressure, he yields. Understood, little sister. Marcus and Tyler are finished with me. Celia presses him. Whenever the demon race faces trouble, stay out of it. She demands, understand? Her brother counters, is this demonic karma good or bad? He presses harder. Does my bond with the demons bring fortune or death? What calamity awaits the demon race and drags your brother toward death? But this is only what your teacher Martin predicts. So and predicts. At home, the disciple insists Martin's words determine fate and cannot be wrong. Her brother wonders, what kind of person is Martin, seeing through primordial affairs? What astonishing existence knows and understands everything from birth? She settles him. Do not overthink it. Martin's guidance already provides a solution. Rest and recover. Not half a word of this conversation leaves here. Elsewhere, the Grand Assembly dwarfs even the former Immortal Court's founding. Marcus and Tyler truly command extraordinary influence as brothers. Nearly half the primordial world's great powers gather before them. Heaven and Ryan, witness Tyler and Marcus founding Demon Heavenly Court for all beings. The demon race enters the court, dedicated to the primordial world's welfare. With that declaration, Demon Heavenly Court stands. Vast fortune descends beyond belief. One cultivator gasps, can anyone who stayed outside still join Demon Heavenly Court now? In court, the ruler says Derek favors the demon race, then entrusts governance to his strategist. The burden exceeds one ruler's strength, so Marcus turns entirely toward Victor. Your Majesty, have you considered using one clan to command 10,000? Marcus grasps the proposal at once. Victor truly deserves to be the court's wisest. The three primordial clans dominate not merely because each patriarch suppresses every challenge. Their countless experts create real strength. The Golden Crow clan must expand its numbers. An old minister calls, Your Majesty, a brilliant plan. Marcus immediately doubts him. Dave, explain this brilliant plan. The entire court waits for his answer. Your Majesty, do you know the dragon progenitor, primordial phoenix ancestor, and Keelan progenitor? Elsewhere, Dave explains, those three originate at the primordial world's first dawn. They are born from earth, wind, water, and fire merging together. The rulers wonder, but how does this concern the Golden Crow clan's prosperity? Dave continues, when those four primal elements merge, they can create life. Now, those innate elements have evolved into yin, yang, and five-element energies. His conclusion lands sharply. Does that mean yin and yang can also conceive life? The rulers understand. Right. Those four elements became yin-yang and five-element energy. Excitement surges through them. How did this emperor overlook such a brilliant plan? One ruler marvels at Dave's insight. Your understanding here is unexpectedly profound. Sparing your life back then was truly worthwhile. Dave bows modestly. Your Majesty flatters me. Yin and yang merge, male is yang, female is yin. Your true forms are three-legged golden crows, spirits of fire. As solar bodies, you need only find lunar bodies, then unite yin and yang. At court, the old minister offers personal guidance on uniting yin and yang. Then comes his answer. Two goddesses dwell within the distant lunar realm. Born from that realm, both possess lunar bodies and peerless beauty and talent. They perfectly match your Majesties. Marrying them will surely strengthen the Golden Crow clan. The proposal grows grander. The demon race's power will also increase tremendously. Solar and lunar bloodlines combined will stand atop every race in the primordial world. Golden Crow prosperity suddenly seems possible, though the beginning feels oddly familiar. Dave once founded the former Immortal court, then sought the Queen Mother of the West. His proposal earned him a beating from one of Martin's disciples instead. The court never recovers. Remembering that, a ruler demands, those lunar goddesses have no connection to Martin, correct? Dave reassures him. Your Majesty, those two goddesses never leave the lunar realm. They remain there even during Ryan's sermons, never stepping beyond its borders. How could they possibly know Martin? The ruler presses, what about that demoness Celia? Dave has another reassuring answer. Celia has never entered the lunar realm either. Therefore, she should have no connection to them. The ruler's doubts finally vanish. Now only one task remains, persuading the pair of secluded lunar goddesses. The ruler boasts, this emperor's abundant masculine solar energy will surely leave both lunar goddesses utterly enchanted. Afterward, the Golden Crow clan will rule over every living being. He immediately commands, arrange everything quickly, this emperor departs for the lunar realm now. When the demon heavenly court rules the primordial world, you receive the foremost merit. The ministers accept, but Marcus suddenly addresses his younger brother about the lunar goddesses. Tyler, your newest cultivation method demands complete focus upon the ancient path. Keep cultivating within primordial chaos. Rest assured, one brother can handle both lunar goddesses. Tyler refuses to yield. Brother, one man is enough, Marcus counters. No thanks are needed between brothers. Tyler hesitates. But you would bear everything alone, Marcus assures him. Rest easy. Your concern is enough. For the Golden Crow clan's prosperity, hardship means nothing. No suffering or ordeal frightens this emperor. Such is the sincerity between brothers. Their heartfelt brotherhood appears sincere, incredibly sincere, almost far too sincere. Elsewhere, a brother begs, for righteousness, let this brother sacrifice himself next. In the lunar realm, the younger goddess murmurs, Sister, are you thinking of Martin again? Her sister answers, yes. More than 20,000 years have passed since Martin and this disciple last parted. She wonders whether Martin has adjusted to 20,000 years without her service. The younger goddess asks, Sister, what kind of person is Martin really your mysterious master? When taking form, your sister secretly left the lunar realm first and met Martin. You formed later, fear kept you inside, costing the chance to study under Martin. What a pity. Martin is the primordial world's most unfathomable, peerless existence ever. Sister, this goddess wants to meet him too, but Martin leaves no news. Martin's promise remains, survive the tribulation, and meeting this master comes naturally. How much solar law? Over 70%, though progress has long stalled now. 70% already? Sister, the Hunyuan Dao is near, this goddess has grasped nothing. Then how did you comprehend law? Simply remain beside Martin, comprehension comes naturally. Sister, be serious. Martin said the younger lunar goddess naturally approaches lunar law. The chance to comprehend it lies within the innate lunar laurel. The laurel? Its full name is lunar laurel, spirit of moon and yin. It carries the lunar Dao, one of the primordial world's spiritual roots with law flowing inside. But how can this goddess comprehend lunar law through it? From outside comes a voice, "Two lunar goddesses, your destined gentlemen have arrived." Lunar goddesses, this is Marcus, ruler of the demon heavenly court. Tyler, the Eastern Emperor, accompanies this special visit. Marcus truly comes, coaxing both sisters to join the demon race as queens. His real intentions are improper. The younger goddess warns, "Sister, that man is a lecher." "Since when is this emperor a lecher?" Marcus protests. "Someone has ruined this emperor's reputation." The voice seems to belong to a lunar goddess, and her tone sounds hostile. Their poor impression of Marcus makes Tyler sense his own opportunity. With the lunar realm deserted, that voice must belong to one goddess within. "Brother, if rejected, let your younger brother try. Fighting future family is unwise. Govern the court and golden crows, your brother handles this. Fatigue means nothing." "Tyler, you underestimate your brother's charm. The lunar goddesses merely misunderstand this emperor. Once that misunderstanding clears, charm wins. Wait peacefully while this emperor brings home your sister-in-law." "Fairies, Marcus is no lecher. Please emerge and clear this misunderstanding." "Both demon emperors, leave. The lunar realm belongs to us, and outsiders are unwelcome." Marcus remains outside the lunar realm and presses his purpose despite their refusal. Fairies sincerely join the demon race as queens of the demon heavenly court. Exactly as Martin warned, this lecher's designs threaten both sisters with a terrible end. The elder refuses. "The sisters will not join the demon race. Leave immediately." Tyler cuts in. "Brother, let your younger brother try." Fairies, Tyler, Eastern Emperor, is a golden crow born from the solar star. An innate chaos treasure suppresses this age. Tyler and both fairies form perfection. "Get lost," Tyler demands. "Say that again." The younger goddess speaks for her sister. "My sister already ordered you out. Are you deaf or simply shameless?" The ruler begins. "Courtesy comes before force, since we will soon become one family." "Get lost." The pair snap, rejecting both his toast and threatened punishment outright. Their refusal hardens him. "Then force it is. Do not blame this ruler." The solar fire surges with his threat. "Taste the feeling of being burned." The younger goddess watches the blaze. "Sister, is this the true solar fire? This is one of the 10 innate origin flames." "Be careful, sister." "Relax, sister. This is merely the flame used to boil Martin's tea. Compare them." A mere tea-boiling flame now faces the Golden Crow clan's true solar fire. Now the burning changes sides. The goddess turns his threat back on him. Who is tasting the flames now? One ruler stares at the stronger blaze. What fire can overpower true solar fire? The earlier boast returns. "That flame is only for Martin's tea. What kind of master is Martin?" "Brother, such rotten luck." The younger goddess gasps. Sister comprehends the solar law? Her casual spark even defeats the Golden Crow clan's true solar fire. Sister is already this powerful. How formidable must Martin be? Reassurance follows. "Next time Martin appears, you are coming along with me." "Sister, you are wonderful," one ruler interjects. "Goddess, who is this Martin?" "Who Martin is concerns you least. Martin's identity is not yours to know." His brother turns desperate. "Brother, you wanted a wife. What can we do now?" "What else can we do?" "Run." Flight becomes their only answer. The elder goddess blocks them. If anyone enters and leaves freely, rules mean nothing. One ruler freezes beneath her challenge. "Goddess, notice. Is Martin your master?" One ruler blurts. She counters. "Why ask?" Certainty lands. Finished. Does fate pit us against Martin? Are we following Dave's old road? Brother, could Dave have plotted this? The yin-yang union Golden Crow method is his proposal. That old traitor dares scheme against us from the very start. Emma remains legendary. Pay her enough, and every job gets done. She truly is the former Immortal Court's final master craftsman and last supporting pillar. She even uncovers that the lunar goddesses may also be Martin's disciples. Emma supplies the gossip. Her vast disciple network spans the primordial world. Fellow disciples mention the lunar goddesses. The ruler pleads, "This is a misunderstanding. It is all a misunderstanding. This bird brother guarantees every word." "The bird guarantees nothing," she shoots back. Technically, their bird brother is indeed guaranteeing a bird. Yet that ridiculous wording somehow carries several layers of meaning at once. Demon emperors, this punishment is light. Return to the lunar realm and face worse. The threat lands, and the sisters silently turn their thoughts toward Martin. "Teacher, without you, those scoundrels deceive us and bring calamity. Their escape means avoiding the tribulation those shameless libertines bring." One sister looks toward the distant mountain. "Teacher, are you still on Taiyan Mountain?" Elsewhere, the humiliated ruler snarls, "Dave, just wait." "This is unbearable," he fumes, just as an old minister arrives to rescue them. "Your Majesties, this old minister arrives late and leaves you suffering." At that same moment, Marcus collapses. "His Majesty has fainted. Quickly, return to court." As attendants carry him away, Tyler snarls, "Dave, you traitor, how dare you endanger us?" Dave protests, "Tyler, this servant is innocent and works tirelessly for the demon heavenly court." He bows deeply. This servant would never place both majesties in such danger. Then he counters, "What exactly happened in the lunar realm with those goddesses? How did both majesties and Victor suffer such grave injuries?" Tyler glares at the old fox. You orchestrated everything. Stop feigning ignorance and turning the questions against your sovereign. At court, the ruler asks whether the minister proposed creating golden crows. Dave admits it. Tyler continues, did you recommend the lunar goddesses? No more excuses, old traitor. Guards drag him outside and behead him. Dave immediately falls before both rulers. This old servant only advises your majesties for the demon heavenly court's prosperity. What crime is that? After 500 years of contemplation, this servant devises another extraordinary method for producing golden crows. Even if death awaits, please hear it first. The rulers recoil. Another method? Is this another scheme against us? The other ruler intervenes. Continuing our lineage matters. Let him finish before we decide. Dave rises, but receives one warning. This is your only chance to satisfy your sovereign. Otherwise, your head is forfeit. Dave begins. The primordial world's countless races possess different origins. After 500 years of painstaking thought, this servant discovers reproduction without a female partner. It is nothing less than an inspired breakthrough in preserving a bloodline. The rulers permit him onward. The 12 beings born from Gavin's blood prove that blood essence can create life. Your Majesty's blood should do the same. Tyler erupts. What kind of method is that? You clearly intend to drain your sovereign's blood. Dave begs him to listen, but Tyler warns, produce something convincing, or die here. Your Majesty is fire's sovereign and is born from flame. Your descendants should likewise emerge from fire. However, transforming blood essence into life within flames requires one vitally important spiritual root as the medium. The rulers demand its identity. The supreme innate spiritual root, the Fusang tree, its essence is wood. Its warmth carries life energy, while its solar spirit contains true flame. Wood naturally feeds fire. Golden crow blood perfectly matches the Fusang tree, so it can certainly produce young golden crows. They will inherit both Majesty's true solar flames, granting noble births and limitless future achievements. In court, the official's reasoning seems transformed completely after joining Demon Heavenly Court. Yet the rulers find his argument persuasive. Their suspicion fades, and Tyler relents. Dave, slander misled your sovereign earlier. Please forgive this wrongful accusation. Doubt remains. What happens if all our blood is drained and nothing emerges? Only 2 golden crows remain. Their former plan already lies ruined, but one suggests, trying several drops should cause no harm. They turn toward Dave. How many drops of golden crow blood do you require? 1,000 from each, Majesty. Both the rulers freeze. 1,000 drops? It takes 1,000 years to condense a single drop. A ruler rages. 1,000 drops require 200 years. Traitor, you drain us. Tyler drives him away. Get out, Dave. This scheme clearly targets your sovereign's blood essence. A final compromise stops him. 500 drops at most. Your sovereign expects to see young golden crows. Dave bows and promises. This old servant will devote every ounce of effort to succeeding. Yet his true thought is vicious. Let's see whether this drains you 2 brats dry. The rulers celebrate. We finally have descendants. The Golden Crow clan is about to rise. Congratulations fill the court. One ruler turns warmly to Dave. Your sovereign truly misunderstood you before. Dave lowers the praise. Your Majesty flatters this old minister. It is simply duty. The ruler presses. Why not strike while the iron is hot and nurture more golden crows? Dave concedes. Indeed, more should be nurtured. Those 10 cost us a full 5 million years of arduous cultivation. Dave reassures him. Rest easy, Your Majesty. This minister will spare no effort. The ruler urges Logan, good sons, grow quickly. His wish settles over the newborn princes. Grow up quickly. The ruler beams. Dave is truly loyal. The demon race is fortunate to have him. For our race, blades and fire mean nothing. Logan brings the clan joy. The court orders a banquet for Logan, and Dave leaves to arrange it. Elsewhere in the lunar realm, the elder goddess offers congratulations. Sister, you have comprehended the lunar law. The younger goddess credits her completely. Only because you taught so well, sister. May your younger sister now enter Martin's school? The younger goddess asks. The elder pauses. Martin must approve. Then how can he be met, sister? She recalls Celia's words. At Hunyuan, call Martin's true name. He will hear. Then Martin may appear. Sister, over 70% mastered, just over 1/10 remains. Away from Martin, comprehending solar law grows harder with every step, the elder admits. Thousands of years pass without progress. When will Hunyuan come? Her sister remains certain. With your talent, sister, Hunyuan is certain. You are merely awaiting an opportunity. The elder searches for the answer. What is that opportunity? The younger goddess realizes it. Sister, your opportunity is clear. Her elder presses, what opportunity? Martin linked the lunar law to the laurel tree. Your opportunity is Fusang. Fusang ranks among 10 innate spiritual roots, a solar spirit saturated with solar law. Fusang doubles solar law progress, but only roots on the solar star, elsewhere it withers. Yet Marcus and the demon heavenly court occupy the solar star. Her sister remembers. Marcus and Tyler, those 2 lechers, tried to force themselves upon us last time. Without your overwhelming strength, sister, they would have harmed us. The elder concedes, true. They wronged us first. The Solar Star and Fusang are requisitioned without apology. They will be returned after Hunyuan is attained. The younger goddess celebrates the decision. Now, that is a good sister. At court, demons marvel. Born Taiyi golden immortals, Logan already leaves us far behind. Their praise swells. The two demon emperors possess mighty bloodlines worthy of invincible heirs. Given time, Logan will surely bring the entire demon race into a great flourishing. The rulers place the burden upon Logan. The Golden Crow clan's prosperity now rests entirely upon you. At court, the princes answer together. Demon Emperor Father, Eastern Emperor Tyler, rest assured, we will cultivate diligently and uphold our clan. A ruler notices, this aura seems familiar. An attendant arrives. Your Majesty, wonderful news. The lunar goddesses have personally left their realm to visit both rulers, Your Majesty. The rulers object. Those two? How is that wonderful? Quickly, let us see them. They immediately go outside, where the pair of lunar goddesses awaits them. One ruler demands, what brings you both here? Before an answer comes, the old minister calls out, Your Majesty, the 10 princes are rushing outside. This old minister cannot stop them. Despite the minister's efforts, Logan surges into the open before both rulers and their visitors. Marcus orders, disobedient sons, return to the hall immediately. Logan instead claims they understand. Then Logan blurts, after growing stronger, forcibly abduct both lunar goddesses and make them concubines. The rulers stammer. The elder lunar goddess condemns Marcus, your wicked intentions have never died. The ruler's faith in Logan as the Golden Crow clan's future now stands exposed. The Golden Crow clan is about to be ruined by your mouths, unfilial sons. You truly ruin your father. Tyler, this must be your doing, old thief. The accused minister protests, this old minister is innocent. The rebuke follows, that mild punishment should have taught you better. Yet you remain debauched scoundrels. A courteous discussion about borrowing the Fusang tree and solar star is now impossible. Obediently leave the solar star at once. Wendy, do not push us too far. You want our solar star and Fusang tree? Where will the demon heavenly court's dignity remain? Ryan appointed our leader over all primordial immortals. That leader will never permit 2 lunar goddesses to run wild here and disrupt the demon heavenly court. Come and fight. The demon race has countless experts and fears no 2 weak women. Sister, enough. They secretly plot to abduct us as concubines. Their intentions deserve death. The younger lunar goddess ends the dispute with one uncompromising command. All of you, get out. Soldiers, the enemy has already reached our very doorstep. All take up your weapons at once and defend our home, the solar star. One urgent order follows. White Tiger General, quickly take Logan away. As defeat descends, a grim observation hangs over them. The finest ingredients require only the simplest cooking. The crushing humiliation leaves only one bitter cry. This is too damned hard. Across the demon race, bewilderment and alarm spread over the sudden disaster. Something terrible has happened. Everyone is being thrown from the solar star. Another demon insists, our emperors possess unmatched power and will overcome this crisis. An onlooker recognizes the falling figures. Those are Marcus, Tyler, and Logan. The emperor's entire family has fallen. The astonishing sight confirms the lunar goddess's prediction. Sister, your clever younger sibling was right. This is precisely your opportunity. Her elder sister concedes the point with a simple acknowledgement. You truly are the cleverest one. With the opportunity secured, the lunar goddess looks ahead. Teacher, we will meet again very soon. Elsewhere, a startled voice addresses the Dao ancestor. What matter leaves you in such a panic? The disastrous report arrives. Marcus and Tyler are blasted from the solar star, while countless demons fall into the Wu clan's bellies. The Dao ancestor turns upon Derek. What worthless heavenly court ruler did you choose? He bears the supreme 9-9 destiny. Yet this great golden crow cannot resist 2 lunar goddesses. He looks like a counterfeit, and another tribulation must still be planned. What remains to plan? Marcus and Tyler are both defeated. The complaint demands an explanation from Derek. Derek's verdict overturns everything. The solar star's true sovereign is neither Marcus nor Tyler. It is Wendy. The revelation creates another puzzle. But Wendy remains upon the lunar realm. How does she possess such concentrated solar energy? No explanation presents itself. The Dao ancestor can only repeat, strange, this is truly very strange. Back among the survivors, Tyler demands, White Tiger General, report any contact with our other divisions. The general delivers his count. The forces of Vinesnake, Biwa, and Jinchao have gathered several 100,000 soldiers. The others remain unaccounted for. Your Majesty, most badly injured demons fall near Mount Buzhou. The report becomes grimmer. The Wu clan divides and devours them. Even Mason falls into the belly of that powerful Wu. The loss seems impossible. Mason possesses middle-stage Great Luo cultivation and stands among the demon race's pillars. Wendy's flames cannot destroy him, yet that powerful Wu divides and eats him. Those barbarous Wu deserve our fury. Marcus swears vengeance. They exploit our defeat and bully the demon race. Once the demon heavenly court is rebuilt, this debt will be repaid. One of Logan immediately objects. Father, why wait until the demon heavenly court is rebuilt before taking revenge? Another child joins in. Why not seek revenge now? Has Father Tyler become too weak? Then we will take revenge now. Their rash decision breaks Tyler's restraint. This disaster is entirely your fault, unfilial sons. Your father must beat you all to death. Are you truly my sons? How dare you ruin your own father like this? As Tyler prepares to punish them, Marcus steps forward. Tyler, let your elder brother lend you a hand. Elsewhere, the chastened son promises his father, your words will be obeyed from now on. The younger ruler turns serious. Brother, Wendy has already occupied the solar star. The demon race cannot regroup there. Another blessed land must house our rebuilt court. Rebuild the court? Without it, must our forces simply disband? Tyler objects. Listen first. His brother explains. Since taking form, every setback we suffer comes from either Celia or Wendy. What does that have to do with rebuilding? Tyler challenges. His brother insists. Everything. They dare bully us so recklessly because a reclusive master stands behind them. Tyler considers this. That seems true. Without Martin's favor, they would hold no advantage. With our foundations and natural talent, how could we possibly be inferior to them? His brother reaches a decision. Our immediate priority is finding protection before rebuilding the court. Tyler understands. We become the Dao Ancestor's disciples and request his protection? Exactly. With the Dao Ancestor's protection, even Martin must show us some respect. Then neither the Wu clan nor Celia and Wendy will dare trouble us. The omnipotent Dao Ancestor stands foremost in the primordial world. Our race can rise again. The brothers decide, no more delay. We seek the Dao Ancestor at his palace immediately. At last, their chance to reverse everything seems to arrive. Before the palace, Tyler calls out, Dao Ancestor, the rulers of the demon race request an audience. Time passes outside the sealed palace. The elder brother worries, could the Dao Ancestor refuse to see us? Tyler remains certain. No, this must be a test of our prospects. Inside, the attendant reports, Dao Ancestor, the two demon rulers are requesting an audience. The command finally comes. Understood, let them enter. The attendant returns to the entrance. Facing the waiting brothers, the attendant announces, the Dao Ancestor grants both demon rulers an audience. They enter and bow. The elder greets him first, then Tyler declares, this disciple pays respects. The Dao Ancestor studies both visitors. What brings you before me? The elder ruler answers, Dao Ancestor, your gracious favor allows our cultivation to advance. Hoping to ease your burdens, we establish the demon race and its heavenly court. Yet Wendy seizes our solar star without justification. We remain loyal and vow to serve your rule over the primordial world. Neither ruler possesses imperial territory, strategy, or commanding vision. Shamelessness becomes their only distinction. Their brazen faces may even rival those of the pair of Western sages. The Dao Ancestor refuses. Wendy's occupation of the solar star concerns karma between you. Intervention is inappropriate. The brothers immediately plead, Dao Ancestor, please judge this injustice for us. Without your protection, nowhere in the entire primordial world can shelter us brothers. They enter the palace only to start crying. The Dao Ancestor wonders who teaches them this behavior. Disgust overwhelms him. Enough. Put away those false tears and stop sickening me. The brothers finally quiet down. Stop crying. Your purpose here is already clear. His verdict follows. Rebuild the demon heavenly court within the 33 heavens. The brothers bow in gratitude. The Dao Ancestor continues, your accompanying treasures each contain a killing formation. Study them carefully. Together, those formations can defend the demon race and its heavenly court. They plead, please guide us. He directs them toward primordial chaos and the movements of countless stars. Comprehend the star's circulation, then imitate the patterns traced by mountains, rivers, and Earth's veins. At court, mastering the stellar battle and primordial killing arrays promises the demon race lasting prosperity. Elsewhere, the visitors offer thanks. Thank you, Dao Ancestor, for showing us the way. The Dao Ancestor dismisses them. Enough. Withdraw now. They obey, planning the demon heavenly court's reconstruction. They vow, with both arrays mastered, Celia, Wendy, and the Wu clan must await our return. Ryan backs us. We will restore demon glory and rule the primordial world. Even Martin's arrival changes nothing. They laugh. Elsewhere, my formation screens heavenly secrets. It severs cause and effect, ensuring primordial conflicts can never drag me in. Fresh fruit and wine abound. I can freely grow flowers, tend grass, write and paint. Luke spars with birds and sometimes brings back game for spicy hot pot. Nothing could be better. Felix, how do you cultivate so fast and grasp the law of battle? The eldest disciple credits Martin's painting for revealing battle law at his current realm. On the mountain, a late-stage golden immortal grasps a trace of battle law. For thousands of years, he studies the painting whenever idle, and understanding finally dawns. Felix warns, never underestimate that trace. The path toward Hunyuan finally opens. When can a disciple match Felix? Felix answers, serve master well, dominating the primordial world becomes effortless. Then lead Phoenix ladies across the many heavenly realms. The younger disciple suddenly understands. He turns to me. Master, what hot pot tonight, and should Phoenix ladies come serve you? Forget the Phoenix ladies and state your business, Owen concedes. Nothing escapes Master's eyes. This foolish disciple seeks guidance in cultivation. Free Thousand Daos exist. Find your path, he asks. Master, how is that done? Examine your heart. Who are you, where from, and where are you going? I advise, find your path amid 1,000 changes. Resist dazzling Dao arts. Contemplate this well. Privately, I know this modern world platitude could fool even Ryan. The disciple thanks me for teaching him. I send him gardenward. Tend the immortal herb garden. Tonight we eat beef hot pot. Owen accepts the order. This disciple will tend it, then hunt a cow. Primordial phoenix essence merged with acquired 5 elements energy, creating this body. Damn, the 5 elements Dao. Master, this disciple finally finds the right path. Born through that union, this disciple naturally possesses an extraordinary affinity for 5 elements energy. 5 elements cultivation yields twice the result with half the effort. The garden's superior, 5 elements fruit, explains Master's command. Master is truly divine. On the mountain, the eldest disciple declares Martin's casual actions mysterious and calls meeting him their greatest fortune. Sometimes, Master sending so many disciples downhill seems like one move in a grand game. How grand? Owen presses. Felix hesitates. Very grand. I wonder, what game? I only want to see those disciples soon.